brand new live stream. Today's quote of the day by Sadhguru is as follows: Youthfulness is not a question of years, but a sense of aliveness and involvement. Once again, youthfulness is not a question of years, but a sense of aliveness and involvement. Sadhguru is like 25 years old, and his activity proves it. So he's more active than some 20 year olds, which is very, very, very impressive. Hello, Rami. So yesterday was a day off for me. It was a break. I had to take a break because one day a week I don't live stream. I think about my life. I think about the consequences of my actions and reflect and to gather my energy. So yesterday, just intuitively, I felt there was nothing really for me to say or do online, and it would have been much better for me to just take that time and reflect, which is exactly what I did. Uh, Lots of meditation was done yesterday, and meditating daily. I'm very happy to announce I'm doing Sadhguru's inner engineering meditation technique, which is transforming my life. And I wish I had deeper initiations, more initiations into Isha, like Shunya and things like that. But that's not the reality for now. And yeah, it's raining here in Toronto where I am right now. It's beautiful. It's a nice cleansing energy. And in fact, it is the lunar or solar eclipse. So today is the new moon or no moon and special energy. And 4 days before the new moon and 4 days before the full moon, ideally you want to stay away from eating food. So I have not done that. Unfortunately, I did eat food, but I paid the consequences. So this makes me realize that I need to be more mindful and more careful with following the days of the lunar cycle and then not eating when those days come up because it is not spiritually beneficial. So otherwise, yeah, we'll wait for some people to join and we'll get started on this live stream. So welcome. If you're here, good to see you. Thank you for joining. And we are going to start this live stream. So if you have any questions or comments, here's my beautiful pipe that I love using. And we are going to go straight into our live stream broadcasts. Thoughts on the possibility of defamation exposed? Don't know really what that means. Shiva, perfect timing. I've had a question for you. Why do some monks stand in one place or hold their hands above their head for years in devotion? Well, honestly, I don't know. You would have to ask them why they do it. But if I had to guess, or based on what I've read and researched, they do it, like you said, because they're devoted and because having a one pointed mind towards something is a fast track to your growth. So if you can do one thing, like say one sound over and over and over and over again, your mind is going to get concentrated. People that choose to stand and never sit down and they stand for 6 or 7 years, that is some serious determination towards liberation and towards higher powers. So that's probably why they do it. I personally wouldn't do it because, that's just not sensible, at least for me. But I've done other things that people wouldn't find sensible. Like I've changed my life in so many ways. And why? Because intense devotion. So some people's devotion is so intense that they decide, you know what? I'm going to raise my hand towards God and I'm never going to put it down. And nobody's going to stop me. And they do. And I'm sure they have some serious benefits from that. So I hope that answers your question, Mad Guy. Dr. Rob posted, yeah, I don't really care too much about that. How did you change your life? Well, that's something you have to observe. So I'm changing my life every day. In fact, I was talking to one of my friends on Discord and he said, "Oh, bro, you've changed." Like he said in a bad way, like, "Oh, 2 years ago we were talking about things and now you're not talking in the Discord at all. You've changed, bro." And I thought, yeah, change is the nature of reality and existence. Everything changes. So you can't hold on to what things were in the past. Karma is real, absolutely. Akash, good to see you. Welcome. Why did you choose this path? Because of Sadhguru. He changed my life, and I had to, had no way back. Will you pursue defamation? Of course not. It's just some simple, silly thing that he did that makes no impact on me. You have to change in order to grow. Absolutely. You have to be in alignment with changes. And when the winds of change blow, you have to set sail. And they blow every day. So that's good news. Are you a disciple of Sadhguru? Yes, I am. What is pursue defamation? I'm not going to pursue defamation. Your eyes are so attractive. Thank you. Okay, we got our first. Yeah, you've changed is a good compliment. You're right. So whenever people say that I've changed, I appreciate that. I know I change and I want to change more, and change is positive. Change is not negative. Have I visited India? Yes, I have visited India 2 times already. One a couple of years ago and one recently. So India is a great place. Smoking pot does make you spiritual. Wear that dress. Correct. I'm not smoking anything. That's very, very important. Very true. So you said things that are true, and wearing that dress doesn't make me spiritual either. That's correct. So spirituality is something much deeper than what I do with my body. So could you say that live streaming is your form of showing devotion? Yes. Yes, this is the best use of my time to share this energy. And I commit myself to transforming so that I can be a more positive light beam for the audience. Sweden, thank you for subscribing. And TBM, thank you so much for subscribing. Have I visited China? Yes, I've been to China. I've been to Tibet. Do you see yourself as a spiritual teacher? Somewhat, but I don't like to call myself a spiritual teacher because technically it's not true. I'm just a spiritual seeker. So I'm still seeking myself. How to meditate? Please share the steps of meditation. Sign up for inner engineering. That'll change your life. That's much better. Sweden, yeah, I shouted you out. I shouted you out. Is it possible to talk to entities? Yes, it is possible. What is the sense of this live video? This is spiritual live stream, and I hope that you feel better after watching this video and get some positive energy in you. That's the most important thing. Hello. So if you have questions or comments, I'll be more than happy to read them out. Would you climb Mountain Kailash? It's not possible to climb Mount Kailash, but I have been to Mount Kailash, and I've trekked Mount Kailash, but never climbed it. Where do I see myself in 20 years? I see myself probably having a much larger audience on YouTube and being much more successful in every single way. That's one thing that I want to be, is successful. Hello, House of Mirror. Hello, Rebecca, how are you? The Rudraksha is very powerful. Yes, these beads are powerful beings. If you know some entity but don't know how to know, I recommend you just stay away from entities. Do you exercise? Yes, I exercise. Not every day, but a couple of times a week. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is for you to live, and that's about it. There is actually no meaning. So you create your own meaning, and life is blissful. Life is exciting. Yeah, there's no purpose here. Have you gotten to see my cattle dog? No, I haven't. What type of exercise? I use a kettlebell. What do you think of hashish? Do you smoke it? No, I don't. No, I don't. Are you in India, my friend? I'm in Canada. What religion are you following? I'm following Sadhguru's teachings. He's a wise Indian yogi. He makes YouTube videos. You can subscribe to his channel right here, Sadhguru. What remains when you lose everything you thought you were? Exactly what the truth is. You remain nothing, or you are nothing. Would you practice Kriya Yoga? I practice Kriya Yoga every day for 21 minutes. What are you smoking? I'm smoking spiritual energy. Do I worship multiple gods? I would not say in that way. Maybe I would say in a different way. How do you program your brain? Program it to be what? To do what? You have to be conscious. We're striving to become more conscious. What are you hiding in your hat? There's nothing hidden here. This is just a turban. Who is Lord Jesus? He was a man in a long time ago. He lived. He was very wise. Mount Kailash has been climbed more before. Almost died. The climbers that survived said that they went through a life-changing spiritual experience during the ascent. I'm not sure people have tried to climb it, but I'm not sure if it was ever summited. But now it's illegal. Sir, have you experienced anything psychic in meditation? Yes, I've experienced many psychic things in meditation. What is spiritual energy made out of? It's right here. Spiritual energy is right here. All right. What did you study? I didn't study anything. I studied life. I paid attention to life and my own mind. So I dropped out of school and university. I didn't have any interest in doing that. Can you explain to me about circle, which we use during practice? No. Who are you? Oh, this reminds me that yesterday in my meditation, I strongly felt that somebody was doing some kind of occult on me, some kind of magic or some kind of dark rituals. In my meditation, I saw a pentagram and I felt my energy was being depleted over the last 2 weeks. And I just thankfully warded it off. So today's the first day that this is not bothering anymore. Either somebody is consciously attacking me psychically, or somebody is doing occult rituals somewhere in the world and I'm just happen to have been receptive to it, or something else entirely and I'm just making it up. But I have strong ideas about that, or what happened to me. If you can get just a permanent comment, would you join me? No, I mean, maybe, but probably not. Bernandy, thank you for subscribing. Dizzy, thank you for subscribing. And Ni-chan, thank you for subscribing. So I'm here to answer your questions. If you have questions and I missed, please write them out. What are your true feelings about Rob? Is he insane? Is he a fraud? He's a comedian. I don't take anything that he says seriously. Yeah. So everything that he said about me is not serious. It's just a joke. It's just stressful running a business, man. No, it is not stressful running a business, Mad Guy. You are handling your nervous system poorly. Okay? There's nothing stressful about business. Would you sign up for inner engineering? Sign up for inner engineering. Has anyone ever assaulted you? Yeah, in elementary school, I got into a fight with a classmate. He assaulted me, but it was no big deal. But other than that, no. Do you see comments? Yes, I do. So I'm here to answer your comments. If you have spiritual comments or anything, any question at all, I'll be happy to read it. Happy to answer it. Sherman, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Did you not fight back? I fought back a little bit, and then the principal came or the teacher came, and it ended it in like 5 seconds. Did you think you have not seen any entity with your naked eye closed? I've seen entities with my mind's eye. Do you do YouTube for a living? Right now, this is my primary income source. Yes. By the way, speaking of income, we are reaching our goal, 10 super chats for today's live stream. If you care to say something out loud and have your comments stand out, please consider sending a super chat. Do you think religion is a business? Some religions are businesses, but religion is not something that I'm pursuing. I'm pursuing spirituality. This is not a business. So that's what I recommend. How do I make enough money so I don't have to work anymore in a short amount of time? That's what we're all thinking about, but maybe that's just a dream. When will you come to Coimbatore to visit Swamiji? I don't know, but maybe I'm going to go to the United States to visit Sadhguru. Everywhere is Shiva. That's an interesting thing. Somebody told me to watch a video about that. And that may be your belief, but is it your experience that everything is Shiva? And I will time you out if you continue spamming. Okay. Why did you convert? I didn't convert. I'm still just a human being. I don't follow these ideas that I converted to some religion. I'm just a man and I'm seeking the truth of life. So that's what I'm doing. And thankfully or fortunately, the truth of life largely was in Hinduism or is in Hinduism. And yeah, thankfully I found Sadhguru. Thankfully. All right, we have our first super chat. We have our first donation.
Latin Oxidate 6,870 donated $2 Canadian. Please tell us a paranormal experience you had.
Okay, wonderful. So thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much for your super chat. And what paranormal experience have I had? I was in Burma, in Myanmar, in a Buddhist forest monastery. And that forest monastery, which was in the Pa-Auk Dao tradition, was the most haunted place that I've ever been to in my life, not even close. I literally saw ghosts walking around. The ghosts were literally talking to me, like asking me for help. And there were other witnesses, other friends of mine, there were monks that also had similar experiences. That was an extremely haunted place. So many dead beings just naturally gravitated towards that area, and they were seeking their liberation, and nobody could help. And thankfully they found me, so we were able to at least liberate one being from that experience. So thank you very much for your question. If you have questions like that, please stand out with a super chat. I would highly appreciate it. When did the ghost ask you? What did the ghost ask you for help? Basically, that I intuitively understood this ghost or this man had been violently killed in a car crash, and he's now in this kind of halfway in between place. So he's a spirit, but he's confused. He doesn't know what he is. He's just wandering, lost. And the only thing is just he's drawn to light, and so he was drawn to this place, this monastery, and we were all meditating in the middle of the night, and I heard him speak to me in my ear. I was so freaked out. You have to imagine, there was nobody around me, but this being spoke to me. And I just got terrified, and we sent him some positive light, and he elevated. He instantly shot up into space, like a vortex, through a vortex. It was really cool. All right, why would you refer to it as Burma? Because it is. That's the country Burma, Myanmar. All right, so let's see what other comments do we have. Yes, channel is getting bigger. Terrified and exalted, yep. Have you ever smoked drugs? Yes, I've smoked some plant medicines in the past. I don't recommend it. Why do you want to be more successful? It seems to contradict a lot what spiritual enlightenment gurus preach. Enlightenment is only about the material well-being and the comfort. So I want material well-being. It's just one asset of life. And you should be successful. You want to be more successful in your life, in every area of your life. Like in terms of spirituality. You could roll a flake bucket in the next trick, yep. What do I like to eat? I like to eat tofu. All right, Jesus is the Son of God. That means, yep. What material things do you enjoy the most? I don't really enjoy material. I mean, my computer maybe, my phone, it gives me the ability to live stream, so I enjoyed that. All right, let's see, what other comments do we have? Why are you against smoking herb and hallucinogenic part of the side group? So I would recommend you stay away from psychedelic stuff because you want to meditate and not to get entangled with your mind with substances. T-Money, thank you for subscribing. If you say some religions are businesses, could you tell us which ones they are? I mean, all the Abrahamic religions have interesting ideas, let's just say. I wouldn't call them businesses per se, but they make money and they sustain themselves.
At Boni_KMGG donated 40 rupees. Do you feel like you are more free as a Sanatani?
So thank you very much for your super chat question, by the way. And what he's asking is, do I feel more free following the laws laid down by wise Indian yogis and masters, or the eternal laws of nature? Following the eternal laws of nature, do I feel more free? And of course, the answer to that is absolutely yes, absolutely. I feel more free. And that's the answer to your question. So thank you so much for your super chat. If you had very profound experiences on substances, I think it can be unique to each person. Yes. But these things are relatively short-lived. And the goal is not to eat something or take something or smoke something to get you to have powerful experiences. The goal is for you to have powerful experiences without anything, with just your own mind and body. That's the goal. And for that, you don't need anything. How do you spend much time meditating in nature? I wish I could do more, but right now, no. I'm in Canada in the suburban area, so it's kind of inconvenient for me to go and meditate outside. I just meditate inside. Do you live at home or do you rent? I do both. I rent and live at home. But aren't substances part of the great cosmic body? Sure, but that is a very slippery slope. Aren't bath salts part of the cosmic thing? Should you take bath salts? No, you shouldn't. What religion do I follow? I follow a wise Indian yogi called Sadhguru. He owns a YouTube channel with 12 million subscribers, and I highly recommend you subscribe because you have nothing to lose, and he'll change your life for the better. It's the wisest man on planet Earth. What is in the pipe and what is the object? It's just a wooden pipe, and there's nothing inside. Which specific brand of sun armor do you? I don't. Breath and electricity and food, nourishment, consume. Yes. I don't follow any particular brand. I'm just a spiritual seeker. I saw value, immense value in Sadhguru. He made me see Shiva and realize this being exists. And that's it. That was like me entering the slide. And I'm still going down the slide. Where am I going? I don't know, but I'm going somewhere. I follow Alan Watts. Excellent. Excellent. How did you figure out Sadhguru is speaking the truth? It's not necessarily that he's speaking the truth that I figured out that that's the case. I've heard him before, but after my initiation with him and I felt the energy, there was nothing holding me back. What do I think about Islam? I don't have many positive thoughts about Islam. It's one of the most dangerous religions in the world. And very badly they treat women, very badly they treat children. The Islamic countries are countries you want to stay away from at all costs. So that's my limited perspective on Islam. But if you're a happy Muslim, then good job. We can all be happy together. What do you think is the meaning of life? You make your own meaning. There is no inherent meaning to your life. You are just here alive, and that's good enough. 272, thank you for subscribing. How to stay away when we are all connected? That's a good point. What do you think about atheism? Atheism and theism are the exact same things. If you believe in God, you think you know God, and if you don't believe in God, you think that there is no God. So both you think something, but you don't know. So better you just acknowledge that you don't know. It's unfortunate that Canada is becoming an Islamic state. That's a serious problem in a lot of countries in the world. Yes, very, very serious. Let's see. God, does heaven and hell exist, or is it all a lie? Quite frankly, the Buddha, which is a very trusted authority on these matters, he says that heaven and hell do exist as state of realms, like realms in the existence, but they're not permanent. They're just realms that are heavily inflicted with pain and realms that you can live like an angel for millions of years, but none are permanent. The creation is always changing, and you can go to different places based on your karma. What are Sadhguru's views, beliefs on LGBTQ? I think his views are if you're a consenting adult, then really nobody has any business to uh, think about what you do in your bedroom. That's your business. Giloom, thank you for subscribing. Have I met Shiva? Yes, I've had very deep and powerful experiences with Shiva, the first yogi. So yes, absolutely. Do you know what your dress color and the meaning of? Yes, I'm wearing orange. And orange is worn by the ascetics. So this is partly why I wear this dress, not because I live an entirely like an ascetic, but in any way that I can incorporate asceticism in my life, I will, and I do. And the color orange is representing that. Can you tell us about your Shiva experience? Well, in 2019, when Sadhguru came to Toronto, I attended his meditation program. And he clapped his hands in the middle of the program while we were being initiated. And I could see Shiva in my mind's eye right above us, above the entire auditorium, looking down on us. And I knew with pretty much certainty that this being exists. JLo, thank you for subscribing. And BXB, thank you for subscribing. What are your thoughts on reincarnation? I believe reincarnation is actually what's happening in the universe. It's a real thing. What is my religion? I follow Sadhguru. I pay attention to Sadhguru. Yes, Balgrave, yes. Did you see Shiva as a person? No, I mean, kind of, but a very powerful being, you can say, but also with a face, yes. Did you have a perspective on past lives? I've had a memory of my past lives. When I was in Burma again, in Myanmar, I was there meditating very intensely, very seriously, severely. And one moment I had a memory, a glimpse of what my last moment's intentions of my last birth, what my intention was when I was dying. And it made a lot of sense why I'm living my life the way that I was, in this lifetime. So maybe I'm not explaining it the best. I can go on to it later or more after. Am I a Hindu? I follow Hinduism. Yeah, that's the most advanced science of life there is, at least in my experience. What was your intention to come back again and to become enlightened and to teach human beings? Namaskaram. What all Isha programs have you done? I've only done one Isha program, and that is inner engineering. I was initiated into Shambho Mahamudra by Sadhguru himself. What's your caste? I don't believe in caste systems. Kingdom, that is proven to be a lie. So that's just people slandering Sadhguru's name. That's not true. Where are you milk in the past? I don't drink milk, by the way. I eat a plant-based vegan diet. I don't consume any animal products. Martin V, thank you for subscribing. And Davon, thank you so much for subscribing. Mohammed, welcome. Good to see you here. Thank you for subscribing. Was I milk in the past? No, I was not. Do you focus on things with your mind when you meditate? You could say that, yeah. What did your family first think when you left Christianity, adopted his Sadhguru ideology? Yeah, they were initially angry, but my family is spiritual now, so everybody understands each other. But initially, it was like fear. Were you born or raised? I was born. All right. I'm sorry if I can't read all of your questions. We have a lot of questions, and if you want to stand out, you can send a super chat. Was I Martin Luther King? No, I was a Buddhist monk in Thailand. What are your beliefs? My beliefs are that I'm alive and I want to live well. That's about it. What am I smoking? Not smoking anything. So let's see if there's any other people that have questions. I'll be happy to read them. Would you like to host the next? Would like to host you next time you're in Coimbatore. Okay, thank you very much. I'll take you up on that. Have you ever been an earthworm? I don't know. When do you think? Why do you think people bully you? That's up to them. Fee, thank you for subscribing. I don't think people bully me. How do I more easily quiet the mind before meditating? Don't think about that. Don't worry about that too much. If you eat animals, stop eating animals. That's a big step you can take to quiet your mind. Why do you need a prop? I mean, I don't need it. Do you do astral projection? No, I don't, at least not consciously. Do you astral project? Have you ever been a rock? Do you do daily practices other than meditation? Yeah, I mean, my practice is this. I do live streams pretty much every day or 6 days a week for about 4 hours. So this is one practice that I do. I'll be here for the next 4 hours. What is astral projection? Astral projection is when you take your astral form and you push it out of your body and you travel around. Are you Advaita? No, I'm not. Okay. Let's see. How you control your mind to focus? By focusing. So you have to focus and your mind gets more concentrated. So that's the practice you have to follow is focus. Did you see the solar eclipse today? No, I didn't. It's completely overcast where I live in Canada. What is your religion? I follow Sadhguru. He's an Indian wise yogi and he has a YouTube channel with 12 million subscribers. Viral Souls, thank you so much for subscribing. How come you don't wear the sacred snake ring? I actually took it off just a few hours ago. So I just felt that I need to take it off. Do you believe humanity is about to enter a higher consciousness? Yes, that's slowly happening to everybody. How much sunlight do I get every day? Not enough. Today is overcast. I didn't get any sunlight today. Do you believe you'll be only human in other lives or other animals? I hope that I transcend all lives and I just merge with the universe. There is no more birth for me, I hope. Book Talker, thank you so much for subscribing. That's the goal of the spiritual path, by the way, is to transcend your unconscious birth, being born and dying, and for you to become liberated from that process. What does your love look like? Right now, I'm single, so I don't. I just love myself and have love in my heart for everybody and everything. Can you explain the ideology you follow in simple terms? Well, I will give you a few principles that I've lived by. Number one, I am responsible for everything. You are responsible for everything. Um, every rule that there is my rule. Rules are made up, and it's all my rules. What this moment is all that we have. There can't be any other moment except this one. I am not this body, and I'm not this mind. And I want to live and be a mother to the world. So those are some of the principles that I live by. So people are saying that Jesus loves me. I understand Jesus loves you, but you don't have to tell me that Jesus loves me. If Jesus loves me, he can come and tell me himself. He doesn't need you to tell me. Okay, thank you. Are you going to be the next enthroned after Sadhguru? I mean, if I could get the capability and the competence of Sadhguru, that would be wonderful, and that's what I'm striving for. Is there a meaning behind the head wrap, or what is it? Yes, there is a meaning. There is a use value in me having a turban on my head. If I didn't have a turban, I would have to do something else. But there is a meaning behind it, and it contains my energy, so it allows me to speak better. Do I know who Premananda Maharaj is? Nope, but it sounds familiar. Why people cry when meditating? Because bliss of tears of ecstasy. That's probably why. He told me he doesn't love me. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so we have Pablo. If you stop spamming, we can keep you here, but we don't encourage spam. Okay. What do you think about Kurdistan? Don't really have many thoughts about that. Jesus loves me. Yeah. Why do people shake when they meditate? People shake because Kundalini energy is rising and their body can't handle it. And so it's trying to come out in some way. What was it like for you to reach? What was it like for you to being in Christianity when you were a Hindu? No, I was born into Christian beliefs because that's just what there was. And there was just the fear of hell and the prospect of heaven. That's what enticed me, but nothing more. Is there anything you can recommend to non-believers other than converting? I don't recommend converting to anything or to anyone. This is not about conversion. We are here striving to be more conscious. We need to be conscious. So whatever tool, methodology, technique, and path that you can use to become more conscious as a human being, that's what we're doing. It doesn't matter who you are, where you live, what your religion is, what your beliefs are. We're here striving to become conscious. Have you had any physical, deep spiritual experiences? Yes, many. Yes, maybe I can get into that later. How do you feel about politics and jail? I think that jail is a crime against humanity. But right now, it's the best that we have. It's the best that we can come up with. It's just putting people away and out of mind, out of sight. Hi, Shiva. Looking very healthy. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you. Do you think that Hinduism also had the almighty concept of creator of God? They have something similar. The Hindu concept of the creator is Rudra, the roarer, the one that roared the creation into existence. How did you find Hinduism? Through Sadhguru. So it's only through Sadhguru that I know all the things that I know and have changed in the way that I have changed. How many friends do I have? About five friends. Okay, that was a joke. How come from two-parent household not trying to pursue marriage? Okay, I'm not sure what your question is. Putting murderers away is smart and karma. It protects the rest of the area and the peaceful. Yes. But people don't do murders because they're evil most of the time. They're just very confused and have no handle of their body. So it is kind of like you're abandoning their humanity by putting them in a cage. It's what we need to do right now to keep them safe from themselves and everybody else. But I'm sure there are better alternatives. I don't know what they are, but I know there are. How do yogis get through hard days' work? You just don't work hard. That's the point. You can do everything that's needed in the world, but you're not feeling like it's hard. It's easy. So this live stream is easy, and everything else I do is easy. It's pretty easy. Even when there's physical, like digging a hole in the ground, that can still be easy. It doesn't need to be hard. Have I ever heard about Osho? Yes. What do you think of other religions? Religions is not something that I have consideration with or something that I think about. I think that it's a um, spirituality is what we're actually needing, not religion. So we need to move away from religion and towards seeking and aspiring for the truth. How do you feel about tarot cards or obstacle practices? Yeah, I mean, that has some value. That has some value, but it's limited. How do you feel about sugar? Sugar is something you want to stay away from. Table sugar, I mean, like refined sugar. You can eat fruits, as much fruits as you want, but table sugar you want to stay away from. How do you feel about monogamy? I think it's pretty good, especially for children and things like that. So it's just an idea. What do you think about queer people? Yeah, kudos to them. Hope they're happy. Go learn Shunya. Okay, will do. What's wrong with religion? There's nothing wrong with religion, is that it's just ideas, and ideas aren't going to transform your life. You need to deeply spiritually seek. How do you feel about polyamory? Don't have any feelings about that. It's just those are just concepts to me. He is more religious than you. What is in your hand? This is a wooden pipe. I have not read any major spiritual texts. Okay, so I know that comes as a shock to you, but I've just paid attention to one man and very listened to him very intensely, and that man is Sadhguru. He has a YouTube channel with 12 million subscribers. Belong, thank you for subscribing, and Fahad, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Can you see the beads on your arm? They look nice. This is not beads. These are gold. It's a gold bracelet. It's a spiritual gold bracelet, gold plated. Are you celibate? Yes, I'm 100% celibate. I don't do things by myself. I don't spend time with women, and I practice celibacy. Yes, so I've been doing that for about 3 years now. How does your ego need to pretend to smoke? It doesn't need that. I want to ask you a thing on a podcast of Sadhguru about. Yeah. Do I listen to music? Yeah, occasionally. So please, if you have questions, ask. You don't have to ask me for permission. How did you decide your morals? How did I decide my morals? Just by looking into my own humanity and realizing the things that I need to do and the things that I don't need to do. What do you think about marijuana? I think you should probably stay away from it. It's a medicinal herb, and if you're sick, you can use it for medicine. Did you really believe in Hindu God? Yes. What is a song you like right now? I listen to mantras. I listen to Hindu kind of songs that get my energy up, and spiritual music. Yeah, you can say I listen to spiritual music. Have you ever tried writing a book? Yeah, I've tried, but not really seriously. Nothing that's been published. Do you feel the presence of God when doing inner engineering and meditation? Yes, I feel the creator's energy at work, no doubt, and my own energy, most importantly as well. You can't just shrug off contradiction, okay? You thought on, okay, mushrooms recreationally. I would not recommend you do any psychedelic drug recreationally because it's not a recreational drug. It is a plant medicine. If you use it recreationally, it'll have some lessons to teach you and maybe not even pleasant ones. So what about other Muslims and Christians? Yep, kudos. Please stop spamming, Raya. Please stop spamming. Do I like tea? Yeah, I like it. So Sadhguru says, and Sadhguru advises for people not to read books because you're just gonna get your head filled with ideas. Even the holy books and the Vedas and the texts and the Bhagavad Gita, you need internal experiences.
At Northern Outdoor One donated $1.99. Sadhguru is a person, so is his teachings ideas too?
Um, yeah, I mean, it's not, yeah, he has ideas. You can listen to his ideas, but it's much more than ideas. So I've listened to Sadhguru in the past when I was first becoming aware of him and before 2019 and just watching his videos, and they were interesting ideas. And then he came to Toronto and initiated us. And I knew that spirituality is about energy. Spirituality is about energy. So any idea you have, the most valuable ideas, it's meaningless. You need transformative energy. and energy is what speaks. So ideas are only a limited happening. So thank you very much for your question with the super chat. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you, Northern Outdoor One. I appreciate your super chat. What do you think about weed? I think that weed grows from the ground. Do you have female friends? Yes, I do have female friends. Have a good day, Joey. Have a good day. Is imagination or fantasy mind bad? You don't want to live in your imagination, okay? There is something to be said about creating your reality in your imagination, but most of the time you're not doing that. You're just dreaming while you're awake. So that's not a good thing to do, and I'm realizing that firsthand. Do you believe or follow other religions? No, I don't. I don't follow any religion to begin with. I'm just a student of life. What do you think about Christianity? Yeah, it's a side the teachings of Christ. It's good. Do you think humans can become vegans? Yes, I'm vegan. Why do you smoke a fake pipe? I don't smoke. So I'm not smoking. What are you afraid of? I'm afraid of premature death. If your dreams are wonderful, then make your life wonderful. It's better to have a wonderful life than wonderful dreams. Thank you. Thank you, Northern Outdoor. So I think it's like something that's cool to say that you respect all religions. What about the religions that marry 9-year-old children and abuse women? Do you respect those religions as well? I'd love to have your answer on that. What is the pipe for? It's just for looks. It's just for show. I don't know what you're saying, T Money, so please elaborate. Please be more concise with your communication. Adro, thank you for subscribing. And Avi, thank you for subscribing. Women have strength, we have forgotten. Yes, women's power is their feminine energy. Man's power is their masculine energy, generally speaking. So we have both, and both are divine. How do you know when death is premature? Well, I'm 30 years old right now. If I die, that's premature. I want to live until my ripe old age of however long my body is supposed to live. Or I can choose consciously choose to go. So we're doing this to show. Priya, thank you for subscribing, and Noah, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Where in India do you visit the most? I visit the Isha Yoga Center the most in India. Okay, we're gonna have to change my camera angle here slightly for a short time. People need to believe in hope. Are you still cool with your parents? Yes, I love my parents. My parents love me, and we're a happy family. And that rhymed. I think it's hard to label all Muslims, okay? Thank you, thank you. What am I streaming for? I'm streaming for you. Hope makes us stronger. Hope is not a strategy. Did you ever get Delhi by? I've transitioned from Delhi, or I spent a day there. Hello, I have a question. What do you know about Shiva? What do I know about Shiva? I know a lot about Shiva. Why are you ignoring my comment? I don't know. Maybe because I don't find it worthwhile or valuable enough to read. Please write it out again. He wants to make views. Okay, T Money, you are a little bit too negative for my live stream, so please fix that. Hope you can save souls. Okay, if you don't like to smoke, why are you smoking? I'm not smoking. I'm smoking the air, the most beautiful thing you can smoke. How do I get closer to God? Through meditation. That's how you do it. You are making me hopeless for human. Okay, I hope you figure that out. You're making me hopeless for humanity streaming for super chats and acting like you are a messiah. I'm not a messiah. I'm not acting like a messiah. Well, maybe I technically am because I have some messages to share with you. Hey, be a good person, do good things for life and around you. So you could say that that's a messenger. The same dumb questions. Yep. But I've changed. People help me to start meditating. I can't seem to focus on silence. There's always something to distraction. Yes, you have to meditate in spite of distractions. That's the practice of meditation, is for to train your mind to focus, and distractions will come. So sign up for inner engineering. That's how you start to become an expert in meditation, if there is such a thing. Where did you get this outfit from you're wearing? I bought this from places. I bought it from stores. Teach morality. Yep, the Buddha taught 5 moral precepts. It's something you should live by. Do you follow the teachings of Shiva? Yes, I do. You are ignoring. Okay. Do you follow Christians? I don't follow Christians. Gaming with Smurf, thank you for subscribing. And Reduel, thank you for subscribing. What is the best advice you can give us right now? What is the best advice for you to seek where your well-being is? Where is your most well-being? What do you need to do for your ultimate well-being? For your short-term well-being and for your long-term well-being. Life is about well-being. We want to live well. Do you believe in the devil? Not really. What is the last restaurant you ate at? I had a burrito from Burrito Boys like a month ago. I don't really eat at restaurants. Why do you defame Hinduism by having a smoke and wearing clothes? I don't defame I don't defame Hinduism. So do you agree with Hindus and Buddhists but claim neither? Uh, no, I agree with the Buddha's teachings, and I agree with Hindu teachers. Yeah, I agree with them. A lot of the things that I agree with. I like your perception. Thank you. Thank you. From where are you studying about Hinduism? From Sadhguru. Okay, he's a wise Indian yogi. You can subscribe to his channel here, Sadhguru, a very wise man. But you claim to be neither religion, because religion is just an idea. I'm a spiritual seeker. Ash, thank you for subscribing. Luca, thank you for subscribing. And Shiva, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Good night. Good night. Good night. See you next time. Is it important to look up meditation? Yes, it's important to meditate, not to look up meditation. We have to strive towards having a meditative mind. What is the best moment you've had in your life? Maybe when I transcended my illusion that life is tangible, that there is emptiness in this universe. So some Christians that are here and they are claiming that Jesus is the only truth and the way and the life, and maybe that gives them comfort in saying that, but I know you know that's not the ultimate truth. Okay, because it's not. J Bay, thank you so much for subscribing. Jesus, no doubt, was a very powerful being. What religion were you before you converted? Religion is just a man-made idea. So I just a spiritual seeker. I'm just a spiritual seeker. This is utter defamation. Okay, if you think that this is something about Hinduism, you should call the FBI. What is in your pipe? Just subscribe. I want to learn how to meditate. Okay, if you want to learn how to meditate, you have to sign up for inner engineering. Subscribe to Sadhguru. He's one of the best meditation teachers in the world. And yeah, you'll be very happy that you did that. And what's in the pipe? It's just air. It's beautiful oxygen. Seek and you will find. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. What religion was I before I converted? I was born into Christianity, and then I became a Buddhist, and then I became a Hindu, and now I'm just a happy guy. All right. I hate identifying myself with religion. I'm not a Hindu. I'm not a Buddhist. I'm not this or that. I'm just a man seeking the ultimate truth. Can we leave it at that? Why do you have to always label something? Oh, is it a Hinduism or is it a Islam or is it a Buddhist? No, it's nothing like that. Just open your eyes and seek the truth. That's the ultimate thing you can do. There's no religion. Where am I from? I'm from Ukraine, but I live in Canada now. Thank you. My eyes are pretty. Thank you. How do you not get bored meditating? Meditation makes you feel very pleasant and you have lots of powerful experiences in your mind. So you don't get easily bored from that. What do I eat? I eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, and legumes in all of the tens of thousands of varieties that it has. And I don't eat any animal products because that helps with my meditation. It will certainly stop me from achieving heights in my meditative practice if I were to continue to eat animals. Why do you have a pipe when you don't smoke? It's just my choice. What's your favorite meal? Maybe vegan sushi or vegan pizza or, yeah, something like that. Or tofu. I love fried tofu. Delicious. Can you predict the future? Nope, not really. Hello, Soul Seeker. Do you have any substances to achieve? Just meditation. Do not seek shortcuts. Do not go to substances. It's not going to lead to long-term, permanent health and well-being.
At the Outer Limits 54 donated $9.99. White heart emoji, praying gesture emoji, white heart emoji.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, the Outer Limits, for your $10 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Do you think life might be Matrix? I don't know. Maybe. It could be. Hello from Dubai. Do you believe in Shiva? Yes, I believe in Shiva. Yes. Do you know that you are soul and not a physical body? Sure, sure. What kind of music do I listen to? I listen to Sounds of Isha. You should check it out. Thoughts on aliens? Aliens are probably real. Are you Hindu or Buddhist? I'm both. Are you Sikh? I love Sikh. I don't really follow the Sikh religion or tradition. What is your favorite Bollywood movie? Don't watch Bollywood movies. The Bible is corrupted. Guruji, my wedding is coming up. Will you attend? If it's in India, then probably not. I'm in Canada, so maybe I'll send you good wishes. May you have a happy marriage. I follow the teachings of Sadhguru, the man you see behind me, the wisest Indian yogi on earth, probably. So I recommend you go subscribe to his channel because he will enlighten you. What's your parents, other than your family, thinking of what you're doing? They support what I'm doing because my parents are spiritual as well. So that's what it's all about. Do you have any superpowers? Yeah, when you begin to meditate and when you have clarity of mind, you become more receptive to life. And so you can receive energies, you can feel more sensitively, and yep, benefits, things do happen. Is it something that can I levitate or lift some things with my mind? No, not really. It's more subtle things. So, but they're very useful for my life. So having, being empathetic is very useful. Do you believe in the Hindu religion? Yes. Do you ever eat a vegan Whopper? No, I don't really go to restaurants like that. I just eat homemade cooked food. That's delicious. What's your caste? I don't have a caste. My hand is not broken anymore. Okay, I don't believe in the caste system. Okay, if you say a lot of words with all caps, it doesn't make it true. All right, please be more congruent with your words. What are your beliefs about physical universe? The physical universe is here. It's fantastic. I couldn't have done a better job myself. And we're here to explore it and enjoy it. I love cashew-based sauce, vegan. Excellent. That's excellent. That sounds delicious. Why are so many people watching? Because they find value in what is happening here. What's your bank account? I can tell you that. Hello from Jivan. What is your favorite country? My favorite country is probably India. Actually, maybe Nepal or um, uh, China, Tibet, where Kailash is. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I have a 19-year-old brother. Do you question how we got here? Certainly, certainly. And I question where we're going as well. So I got here because of my parents, all right? But further than that, I don't know. Do you know any dad jokes? Yeah, I do, but none that come to my mind right now. Yuri, thank you for subscribing. Emily, thank you for subscribing. Do I like swimming? Yes, I was a swimming teacher for many years, so I'm an expert swimmer. So if you have questions, I'll be happy to answer. Is Kailash calling you? Not anymore. It was calling me. I was calling it very intensely. But right now, I'm probably not going to be there for a while. Until the next time. Do you know this book, Autobiography of a Yogi? Yes, I do know that book. A fantastic book. Do you have an above average breath control? I'm not sure. Maybe. Do you have a girlfriend or a wife? No, not really. Can we raid Dr. Rob? No, we can't. We can, but we won't. Let's bring back Dave Asaji system. Okay. What's your favorite breath work practice? I do inner engineering, and they have breath practices with that, so I do that. It's very powerful. I recommend you sign up for inner engineering. Inner engineering. Google it. Let's begin back untouchability. I saw a video of you, yoga, meditation. Yep. Do you do any sports? No, I just exercise. Do you want a girlfriend or wife or husband? I said, yeah, a wife will be nice in the future. Has your channel ever been rated by Dr. Rob? Yes, it has. Monk Life Meditation is lonely. That's why. Yes, he is. What car do I drive? I don't drive any car right now. Can you ever do it? Do what? What does a good wife mean? I'll tell you when I find out myself. I'll tell you. Am I from India? No, I'm not from India. I'm from Ukraine. I live in Canada right now. Do I ride motorcycles? I don't ride motorcycles. What is your take on death? Do you believe one can exist the wheel? One can exist the wheel, exit the wheel of samsara. Yeah. So that is what I think to be true. I don't know for a fact, but wise masters and yogis and credible people that I know have said that life in the universe is like snakes and ladders. You go up and then you go down, you go up and you go down, and you have to exit this whole realm. So you're going to be born again and die and born and die in different realms of the existence because that's just how the mind goes. So we have to become more conscious to escape that. Okay, how did you keep going by? Just there's no other choice. You have to keep going. You either just accept, you either give up on life or you keep going. There's no other option. While you're here, it's important to live intensely because you're here. So, go for it. Why not learn Islam? It's one of the worst religions in the world in my opinion, but I could be wrong. Do you believe in karma? Yes, I do. No, people have to stand up against the evil atrocities that are happening in Islamic countries, how they're abusing children, how they're abusing women, and they're trying to take that into other parts of the world, which that needs to be stopped. That whole ideology needs to be stopped. So if you're a Muslim person and you're a happy person, we have no discrimination against Muslims, but the ideas of Islam need to be eradicated from people's minds, at least the evil ideas, okay? If there are happy ideas in Islam, go for it. Go and practice it. But I'm not here to in favor of evil. Would I debate any Islamic scholar? Sure, I would. Why not? Hey, maybe you don't know Riyadh. That's exactly every single time Muslims see that I speak against or say things negatively about Islam, they always say exactly the same thing, and they always say you don't know anything about Islam. So I guess nobody knows anything about Islam, including you. All right, salami bacon and bacon salami, everybody. Let's continue. This is not a live stream about talking about Islam. You safe in Ukraine? I'm not in Ukraine. I'm in Canada. Why do you just open a small video on Islam right now? I don't know. Mr. Higgleworth, thank you for subscribing. Why don't you just open a small video? I don't want to watch any videos on Islam, okay? If you want me to show you some videos on Islam, I'll show you what's happening in Afghanistan right now, where women are being killed because they are protesting, and before they're killed, if they're a virgin, they get raped because you can't allow a woman to go into heaven if she's a virgin. So they have to rape her first, and then they kill her. So that's the Islamic ideas for you, okay? You're welcome. Yep. So what do you think about incels? I don't really think about them. If you have questions or comments, please write them out. I'll be happy to read them. Well, particularly questions. If you have long comments, you can send that in the form of a super chat. How can this? Yeah. So Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan, Somalia, Iran. What other ones? Iraq, um, other countries in Africa, all Muslim nations, and all countries are very good for your summer vacation, right? Right? No. All right. Do you experience limitation, lessness in meditation, and how long have you been able to stay in that state? Do you experience the limitless nothingness while in meditation? Yes, that is the ultimate goal, you could say, of meditation, is to experience nothingness, is to experience something beyond the physical. And when you experience that, there's no going back. So Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Somalia, and some other ones. Very beautiful Muslim-filled nations that you want to go for vacation. Okay, I hope you do. Rob has only 20 viewers. God bless him. Islam is different to other countries. You got a vape stash in the pipe, and no, I don't. What do I think about the marginalized people? Okay. What's your most prized possession? It would have to be a solidified mercury lingam. Alex B, thank you so much for subscribing. And Seth, thank you for subscribing. Do you have friends from Iran, Afghanistan, or Pakistan? Actually, I think I do have some friends from that. Wonderful people, but the ideas, if you follow evil ideas, well, we call you evil. So we're not here following evil ideas. Okay, we're not discriminating against anybody or any gender or any nation, but we are discriminating against evil ideas. It's very important for us not to follow evil practices. Karma requires strict justice. Yep. What solidified mercury lingam look like? I wish I could show you right now, but I can't. I'm wearing things, anyways. Thanks for sharing your advice and knowledge to us. I've been looking a bit sick. Okay, stay blessed, and I hope you get better. I hope everything turns out well for you. Islam converting people, fastest religion in the world. Yeah, I don't know how. I just don't know how. Dr. Ankit, thank you for subscribing. Depression is important and beautiful. Depression is not important. No, depression is not important. If you have depression, I hope you get out of it, or I hope you evolve out of that quickly. Where did you get into the Muslims don't believe that virgins go to heaven? Yeah, I watched some story of a 19-year-old girl that's about to be beheaded because she was protesting, and she was a virgin, so they're gonna sexually assault her in order for her to not be a virgin so that she's not going to go to heaven when she gets killed. Anyways, that's just Afghanistan for you, okay? B7, thank you for subscribing. Islam never concerns that many people appear because they claim to be Muslim and born in a religion. Yeah. Is your younger brother following in your footsteps? He is not even spiritually awake. He's eating animals. Do you have any gemstones? Yes, I do have lots of gemstones. Why Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world? Because they have lots of children. And unfortunately, people don't stop and think about the ideas that they're following. They just get blindly mixed into it from their birth, like I was with Christianity. We all inherently gods and we're part of the divine universe. How did we merge to forget our identity in the first place? I don't know. Can we see the gemstones? You can, but I won't show you because they're quite far away. I'm not going to go get them. What's your relationship with your brother? Are you in good terms? Yeah, we're in good terms. Come debate me. I'll show you how fake your religion is and you follow. Sure, if you want to debate me, you can email me. We can set something up. I'll be happy to debate you. Hello? Hello? Good to see you. Have you ever believed in Trinity? Yeah, you could say that. Out of fear of going to heaven. I'm sorry, hell. Thou shalt see. Yeah. Why are you such an a-hole with your followers? I'm not. I don't think I am. Do you hate Muslims? No, I don't hate Muslims. I hate some ideas in Islam, which are very bad and evil for human beings. 84-part series. I'll watch in the first one. Okay. How long have you been meditating? I've been meditating since I was a teenager. Around 16, 17, 18, I started meditating, and things took off from there. Thou shalt not. Exactly. Why don't you learn about Islam? All that you hear ain't true. Yeah. All right. If I want to go learn about Islam, I'll go to Afghanistan, Pakistan, Afghanistan, India. Yeah, India too. Some parts of India, Iran, Somalia, um, Kuwait, and some other Muslim nations, and learn India from there. I'm from India. Your attire looks quite similar. Excellent. Good to hear from that. Good to hear that. How long did it take for you to get good at meditating? Um, that's a trick question. Steve, thank you for subscribing. What does it mean to get good at meditating? It took me a few years, maybe 5 years. It took me to get good at meditating, you could say. So, but you need to keep going. You need to meditate. Meditation is a necessity. It's like exercise for the body, but for your mind. You need to do it. You need to upkeep your mind. Yeah, Kuwait maybe is not the best example to give that. Do you own much gold? Is it spiritual? Gold is a spiritual metal, an element. Here's some gold here. And yeah, the more gold and silver you have, the better. So buy yourself some gold and silver. Do I recommend transcendental meditation? Yeah, I still think it's pretty good as well. Can we truly earn our way to heaven/liberation? Yes, by striving. Yes, you have to do the work. You have to take the necessary actions. I'm sorry if I haven't answered your question. We have a lot of chat flowing here. And if you ever want to buy Super Chat and stand out, you can do so, and I'll make sure to answer your question. Do you believe we should sacrifice fruits to our gods? No, there's no such thing. But these beings in existence, they also need food. So you can feed them in different ways, okay? Not with actual food. You can do that too. Like with incense and copal and things like that. Islam forcing women. Um,
At Phobakai donated $9.99. I am Orthodox Christian. I love studying other religions and philosophies, and I think you have a lot of wisdom. Our beliefs differ. I respect you and I hope the best for your future.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your $10 super chat. I appreciate reading that message. And by the way, my friend, if you ever want to buy super chats in the future from to anybody, not just me on YouTube, please make sure you never buy super chats from the iPhone YouTube app, because iPhone and YouTube both have platform fees, and more than 50% of that donation is lost. It's going to the corporations. So if you ever want to buy super chat to anybody on YouTube or buy membership as well, make sure you use an Android or a laptop or a computer, or just open up a Safari window and open YouTube there, but never from the iPhone YouTube app. So thank you. Have you ever made rice in a coconut on fire? No, I have not. I have not, but that sounds delicious. So, all right. The flow of chat is continuing on. If you have questions, I'll be happy to read them. If you have comments, I'll be happy to read them as well. I think Englishman and a copy Hinduism. Islam forcing women to wear hijab, cover body from head to toe. Yes, that's also something that's I don't agree with. The women that are forced to cover themselves, they have no choice. They are forced to do it, which is not a good sign for human rights. If a judge puts you in prison but erases your memory, so do you know what crime you've committed? Is that justice or confusion? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Karma wipes your memory every time, but Jesus doesn't punish you for a forgotten past. He forgives your past. Oh, you're Jesus. Look, man, Jesus is not going to save you from your sins. Okay, this is I don't know if anybody taught you anything about responsibility, but you are responsible for yourself, not Jesus. Jesus is not responsible for you. If you make a shit out of your life, Jesus is not going to come and save you and clean up your shit after you. Okay, you're not a child. So we are moving away from religion and towards responsibility. Say it with me now, everybody. From religion to responsibility. From religion to responsibility. Lazaretto, thank you for subscribing. What do you think about The Crossing? I don't know what that is, but Max Enlightened, thank you for being here. Welcome. Thank you for being a member of my channel. And same with True Seeker. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yes, it is. It is BS, yes. Go to India and you'll be go there. I've been to India and it's fantastic. And yeah, people appreciate my look, by the way. I dress similarly in the yoga center, dress like, full orange. And people stop and take pictures and they say, oh, wow, look at this, beautiful, thank you. And that's it. So it's beautiful. All right, we have a lot of comments here. This is the worst man in the world, adopting the same dirty politics practiced by some politicians in India like Yogi, who considers Satan as his God, and he follows the exact same pattern. I don't consider Satan as my God, no. If there is a Satan, then I don't have anything to do with him. Did you betray Jesus? I don't know Jesus. I wasn't born in the time of Jesus. And Jesus is long dead. Do you look back on your life with any regrets? Yeah, there are things that I would have changed back then, but you can't live your life filled with regret. Regret is not a good thing to live with. So think about how you can improve in the future and move on. Shiva smoke cannabis. They say, are you smoking? No, I'm not smoking. So the Bible is some old book that was written by human beings. It was written by men. What do you think about death? Well, I think that death is going to come for everybody. No exceptions. And it's something that you have to confront and face when the time comes. So when the time comes, you better be ready. What do you think about this? Yoga is a man trying to stretch his way up to heaven. The gospel is God reaching down to earth to rescue man. The gospel was written by men. Okay, please stop confusing yourself. Stop lying to yourself. You can lie to everybody in the world, but please don't lie to yourself. Rakesh, thank you for subscribing. Why do you think your religion is correct one? I'm not following any religion. You see, I follow the teachings of a very wise man. His name is Sadhguru, right here. And if you listen to what he's saying, maybe you'll learn something. So I've transformed my life in a massive way because of him. And there's his YouTube channel. You can spell it like this. Have you heard about J. Krishnamurti? Yes, I have. Does Sadhguru respect Jesus? Certainly, certainly. So, from religion to responsibility. From religion to responsibility. Which ideology do I follow? Hinduism or Shiva. Guru is very smart. I've seen a few of his products. So if you want to ask your question, we are 5 super chats away from reaching our goal of this live stream. You can ask anything you want and you'll stand out with your donation. So thank you. Hello, I'm a Muslim and I do not like those who worship objects. Too bad you don't know anything about life, okay? And Muslims worship an object as well. They circle around a black cube, a black box that's man-made, okay? And you should see some of the videos of man trampling on top of each other's heads, trying to touch this black cube, worshiping an object. It's hilarious. Leviticus, thank you so much for subscribing. What do I drink? I drink water, nothing but water. Why do you think there would be 33 multi-million gods? I can't wait until I'm 33 years old. That's what I know. 33 is a very special spiritual number. Why do you think Sadhguru is all true and his teachings will help you to win in this life? It's like this, okay? You think that I'm trying to convince you to go from one religion to another, one idea to another. It's not about ideas. This is about energy. If you can really feel and see what this man has done, what he's created, what kind of energy he has, there won't be any more questioning. Right now, there's questioning. It's like we're both starving, right? And there's like a room over there. I go through the room and I eat a full dinner. And I come out so satiated. Oh my God, thank you so much that I just ate delicious food. And you're thinking, but are you sure that it's like food? And are you sure? Like, there's no communicating about this. You go and you do it. Then you'll know. Okay? You'll know. Do you love God? Sure, I love God. So remember, if you want to send a message, you can send your message through Super Chat. It's guaranteed to be highlighted and we will respond to you. So there's a lot of flow in the chat here. We have a lot of people. I apologize if I can't read everything, but if you want to guarantee your question to be answered or your comment to be heard or read, please send a Super Chat. What is the white on your forehead? This is ash. This is sacred ash, and it comes in a container like this. I bought it from the Isha Foundation. Do you believe in Vaishnism? Yes. What do you think about J. Krishnamurti talking about living without conflict and refusing spirituality and any kind of authority or a guru? I would have to go and research that. I'm not familiar with what he said. If the solution is inside our own hearts, why are we still so anxious? Because we haven't found it, obviously. Does Sadhguru read the Bible in his spare time? I doubt it. Do you like Norse religion? I don't know anything about the Norse religion. Why follow a guide who is still searching, and then you can follow a savior who has already arrived? You have a lot of conclusions. It's a new day. You have conclusions in your mind. You think you know something. It's very dangerous. So I think that I know something too, and I got to be very aware of that, and not think that. And the reality is, I don't know anything. Could you see the eclipse? No, it's completely overcast here. If you believe in Satan, Satan is the one who whispers around you and you could be distracted and following an organization. Yeah, maybe that's true. Why follow a religion? Follow yourself. You can't follow yourself. You can only follow somebody else. Bro, you need to study. Thank you very much. It's a much needed break.
At antinatalist_17 donated 20 rupees.
Oh, by the way, my friends, if you ever want to do a live stream with me, like one-on-one, we can do that. I can invite you to my live stream. We can live stream. I can interview you. Yeah, as long as you're a genuine spiritual seeker, for a price. Okay, so I can offer this to you as a service. So I'm not sure how much it would cost, but if the idea is worth something to you, then maybe we can pursue it. Matthew, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. Where do you live, brother? I live in Canada. Thank you very much for your super chat, by the way. So, thank you. There is no guru. You are not a disciple to anyone, and okay. I'm from India. Okay. Are you studying Sanskrit? No, I'm not studying Sanskrit. Do I like Osho? Yes, I like Osho. What is your purpose? Right now, my purpose is to create positive energy and to share some spiritual truths with the live stream. So that's why I'm here, and that's what I'm doing this for. Who is here to debate him live on the screen? Yep, that'll have to be after this live stream, but we're accepting guests. Yep. Do you love or hate Hindu brothers? I don't hate anybody, really. You're a happy human being. We love you. Do I believe in God or many? There are many beings, powerful beings in the existence. That's what I believe. Do I study anything? Yes, I study the teachings of Sadhguru. Okay, that's what I study. Do you know your destiny? There is no destiny. My destiny is what I decided to be. I'm not following a pre-programmed path. So I decide where I go every moment. I'm conscious. So it's very dangerous to think that you have a destiny. So responsibility. From religion to responsibility. From religion to responsibility. You're responsible for your life. We are all responsible for everything.
Danthi Plumber 93 donated $2. Is anything uncreated?
Thank you, Danthi Plummer, for your $2 donation. And thank you for your super chat. Is anything uncreated? Yes. There is an element in this universe that is not created. It's not anything. It's standing still. It's not in any space. It's not limited. It's not limitless. It's just nothing. It's nothing. It's empty. And on this emptiness is what every physical creation rests upon. So the purpose of spirituality is to get in touch and communicate and contact this empty space. Once you get this empty space, that's what the Buddha called the nirvana. That is nirvana. You just realizing emptiness. And it's beautiful. So thank you very much for your super chat. We are receiving super chats in this live stream. So thank you. Your views about Advaita Vedanta, the other Hindu school. I don't really have many, I didn't really pursue that, so I don't really know much about that. Sir, do you follow any other why do you need a guru system? Why do I need a guru? That's an interesting question. Prince, thank you for subscribing. So Sadhguru is my guru. And why do you need a guru? Well, if you're going from point A to point B, you need a map or you need a GPS or you need somebody to tell you, hey, go left or go right. You're going to get lost by yourself. So we need people. Okay, we need community. We can't do it by ourselves. We need other human beings. So I need you, you need me, we all need each other. So give me the answer. What's the dharma or the karma? The big dharma and the karma? I don't know what that means. I can relate some aspects of Christianity to Hinduism. Yep. The emptiness of what you seek doesn't give you money. Okay. Have a friendly debate with Dabor. So I'm not going out of my way to go seek debates. If you want to talk to me, if you want to join a live stream with me, we can arrange that, but you would have to pay for it. Are you saving up to get a BBL? No, I'm not. I'm not going to shave. No. Do you ever drink milk? No, I don't steal milk from babies. Milk is for babies, not for me. I'm not a baby anymore. I'm an adult. So I don't drink milk from babies. It's important. Do I want to debate Bart K? Don't know who that is. Do you practice meditation? If so, tell me what kind do I practice? I practice Shambhavi Mahamudra. Basically, it's called inner engineering. You can Google it, inner engineering, and you can sign up for yourself today. What do you think about dairy in Hinduism tradition? It's animal abuse. That's what I think. Back 1,000 years ago, it would be fine because every cow was treated like a holy being. But now it's animal abuse. So 100% do not drink milk. You're paying for animal abuse. Do not abuse animals. Do not abuse animals. What about vegan gain to debate? I've had vegan gains on my podcast, or I've interviewed him. He's a good guy. If taking responsibility means we must pay for every single mistake through karma, doesn't that mean we are trapped in a system of strict law with zero room for mercy? Yes, it does mean that. Okay. So it's a new day. I know you're trying to look for a way out. Okay. Like, for example, if I made a mess in my room, oh, well, where's my mercy? I'm the one that made the mess, nobody else. You did it to yourself. Oh, but Jesus, can you help and clean my room, Jesus? I made a mess out of my room. Can Jesus help me? Jesus is not going to help you. Uh-oh. Did I say it? Did I say the quiet part out loud? Take some responsibility for your life. From religion to responsibility. You're going to go seek a higher power to fix the mess you've made? That's not going to happen. We're not children anymore. At least maybe some of us are not more than others. So don't be a child. Take responsibility. Aman, thank you for subscribing. And Jaddu, thank you for subscribing. Yes, from religion to responsibility. That's a mantra for you to take for you today. Have you had any reflections from the video released about you? Yeah, I have. Some lies that they said, which I don't appreciate them lying, and everything else is like their interpretation of what I'm doing. Everybody can interpret it whatever, you know, they can interpret it lots of things and in lots of ways. So nothing really. Mango London, thank you for subscribing. I reached out to that woman, by the way, that made that interview or that documentary about me, and I told her we can do a video interview, or she can ask me questions, and she's interested, but I'm not sure when she's going to reach out. What religion asks for money? I mean, religion is just some concept. Religion can't ask for money. You see, people can ask for money. Have you ever tried DMT? No, I have not. There is no destiny, but if you die with these beliefs, you will be in hell. No hate. So 17, maybe you're 17 years old having beliefs like that. Like if you think there is no destiny because your thoughts are going to lead you to hell, no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. We have to strive to become more conscious. We have to become more conscious. Threatening people with hell is not going to work. 100% correct. Yes, very, very true. Have you ever tried mushrooms? Yes, I have. I love portobello mushrooms and other special mushrooms. I see Sadhguru's photo in the background. Did you go to Mount Kailash with his group? No, I went to Kailash with just a different third party. But I wish I went with Sadhguru. But the fact remains is I went to Kailash, and that's the most important thing. Why do you want to be supported? Is it because you're afraid to stand entirely alone? If you stand entirely alone, you will die. So we need people. We're a social being. We're social creatures. We need family. We need friends. We need relationships. We can't survive on our own, or we don't survive well on our own. It's not. It's going to be hard. It's going to be extremely difficult. You're probably going to die. What wisdom do you have without asking for money? Everything that you've seen here. I've been live streaming for 86 minutes now. Please give me a lecture on how to increase our awareness. How do you increase your awareness? Inner engineering. Okay? There's no lecture that I'm going to give you to help you to become more aware. You have to do the things, you have to do the practice. What is the practice? Innerengineering.com. Google it. Okay? That's number one. Stop eating animals. That's number two. Those are very important two things that you can do today, like literally right now. Would you leave everything and live with Sadhguru if he ordered you? Yes, I would. Monk life eats animals. Are you a student of Sadhguru? Yes, I am, Shiva. Yes, I am. What are your thoughts on India? Do you like the country? If so, tell me what you find most special about it. Yes, I love India. And the most special thing about India by far is the prana, is the energy, is the incredible temples and the amount of thousands, literally thousands, maybe even millions of yogis that have walked that land and have consecrated the space. So it's beautiful. It's very, very powerful, energetic, spiritual land. What is that pipe? I'm intrigued. It's just a pipe. What do you think? It's all about interaction. Yep. What? Where am I from? I'm from Ukraine, but I live in Canada right now. What are your thoughts on India? Do you like the country? If so, tell me. Oh, yeah, I already answered that. Standalone, psychological. What are your thoughts about Pakistan? I've never been to Pakistan, but shout out to Pakistan. How do you manifest? If you want to manifest something, think about what you want and write it. Write it on a piece of paper.
At Pranj Al Padwach 1768 donated 100 rupees.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And what I want to manifest is to get a red super chat on this live stream and not from the iPhone. Make sure if you ever buy super chats, never buy it from the iPhone YouTube app. So my manifestation is for a red super chat. Stand alone psychologically, not physically, relying on friend to escape your loneliness breeds. That's true as well. Yeah, you need to learn how to be alone. That's a very important skill to have. But you can't survive on your own. You need others. You need people. You need teachers. You need guidance. You need everything. Okay? All right. Levin Grobler, thank you for subscribing. What are your thoughts on India? I've already answered your question. Please stop asking that. Manifest portable water with trace minerals. That's a good one. That's a good one too. Is there a millionaire here? Maybe there is. Seraph was here in the chat earlier. How long does manifestation take? It takes as much as it's needed. Sometime, I don't know, it could take long, it take short, depending on how much you want it, depending on how much the energy is, or how much energy there is. Pranjal, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. What did you do for work before this? I had many jobs, a swimming teacher, lifeguard, etc. But I'd much prefer doing this. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very blessed to be able to receive donations and super chats and live stream daily. So I do these vertical live streams, and I also plan doing horizontal live streams where I look through videos on the internet and I do more like lessons. So stay tuned for that. You're going to see that very soon. There is no Allah. That's correct. Hello, brother. I know this guy. He's really good, enlightened human being. Thank you. Thank you. Caleb, thank you for subscribing. Jessica, thank you so much for subscribing. How old am I? I'm 30 years old. Do you consider what you're doing cultural appropriation? Yes, I appreciate Hindu culture very much. Okay. So I appreciate cultures. I have different appreciations for different cultures. And that's why I appreciate the Hindu culture so much. So, yes. Can you tell me the meaning of Sanatnan? Yes, it means the eternal laws of nature or life, as far as I understand it. Could you please see yourself as a spiritual leader in the future? I mean, I am somewhat of a spiritual leader right now, but fundamentally, still deep down, I'm a spiritual seeker, and that's probably what I'll be for a long time. I'm seeking the truth, and I want to find it. Can you tell me the meaning of Sanatnan? Yes, I did. What do you believe? I believe in that there's a creation and there's a creator, and it's important for you to take responsibility for your life and make a well and worthwhile life to live. Sir, who needs guidance? The blind, leading the blind. Okay. Do you sleep on the bed or on the floor? I sleep on the bed. Are your parents Christian right before they decided to go? Yes, they are. And air engineering can be called the neuroplasticity. Yes, neuroplasticity. There's lots of studies done by Harvard scientists about inner engineering, the program, the practice, and it's scientifically proven to work. Are you familiar with the Maharishi settlement in Iowa? And it's related to what you do. It's related to what I do. I don't think it's related to what I do, but I'm not familiar with that. No. At least I don't know what they're doing. What are your thoughts about Israel? It's a country. It's a country that unfortunately did some things. Shrey, thank you for subscribing. Okay, I think it's time for me to take a 10. I think it's time for me to take a 30-second or 1-minute break. So please bear with me. Please stay here. And please listen to some beautiful music while we're in a transitionary phase just for 1 minute, okay? Okay, we are back. Thank you. Thank you for waiting. So let's see what people are saying. We have one person spamming in the chat. Allah is the only great. Allah is the greatest. And of course, Allah doesn't exist, but he probably feels insecure and he's trying to do affirmations because he doesn't know what the truth is. So he thinks maybe if he does more affirmations, it'll make it true. It's not going to make it true. So no matter how much you say something that's not true, you can say it a million times, it won't become true. That's unfortunate, right? So I'm sorry about that. All right, you left Jesus, bro. Why? I didn't leave Jesus. Jesus died 2,000 years ago. I mean, left Jesus. He left me 2,000 years ago. Hello. Don't redeem the gift card. I will not. I will not. Sanatana Dharma is the first religion in the world. Everyone belongs to Sanatana Dharma. That's 100% correct. RR, 100% facts. And in fact, I will pin this message. Allah is only God. Okay, this person needs a little bit of a timeout. Is there anything in your pipe? No, it's air, oxygen. I love Sounds of Isha. The music made me stop watching your live. Okay, excellent. Yes, Sounds of Isha. Subscribe, listen to their music. It's fantastic. Police should investigate Muhammad. Yes, they should. Why follow any religion? Well, people follow religion for their well-being. And unfortunately, there's a lot of confusion in religions. There's a lot of good things, a lot of bad things. So better you not follow any religion. Better you follow nature, life, or the truth. Better you follow men that have done it, like Sadhguru. Okay, he has the results that you're probably looking for. So go and subscribe to Sadhguru's channel. He has 12 million subscribers. Shiva is the ultimate truth, 100%. Hello, bro. I want to know a little bit of... Okay. Thank you so much. I also made guidance on... Okay, so let's see. We have a lot of comments here. If you want to stand out with your comment, you can send a super chat. I'm going to eat chicken today. Is it wrong? Yes, it is wrong to eat chicken because the chicken gets killed for your pleasure and you don't have to eat it. So it's immoral to eat animals. It's immoral. So please stay away from eating animals. Is Sadhguru, he had a wife, so he's straight. Hey brother, how's it going? Is a lot of trolls today? Stay strong, much love from South Africa. Shout out to South Africa. Which religion are you? I'm new here. I follow the teachings of Sadhguru, a very wise Indian yogi. And he has a YouTube channel with 12 million subscribers. He will change your life. And don't believe me, okay? This is not me converting you to some religion. Is 2-minute noodle better? Yes, 2 minutes of noodles are better, yes. Lamb steaks are delicious and nutritious to the body, mind, is spirit. No, eating animals is actually slowing you down from spiritual progress. That's guaranteed. So the less animals you eat, the better. I think you are Christian, right? I guess I follow Jesus. I follow Jesus as well, or at least I know Jesus energetically. Allah, please, okay. My bad, someone told me Sadhguru is... thank you, okay? What if it's 2-minute noodles, chicken flavored? Is that allowed? No, because we don't want to pay for chickens to get killed, right? We want to live harmonious on this earth. Why do we need to cause animals suffering and pain and for them to die? For no reason except for just little pleasures, little taste pleasures. You're not going to die if you stop eating meat. Did you know that? It's a fun fact. I know that just blew your minds. But you can be alive and healthy and even more healthy. Eating plant foods, the ones that you're naturally naturally better for your body. So you're not going to die. So just go eat a plant-based diet. It's fantastic. Said brother Mahadev Shambho Shambho. If someone lives in a place where the only option is meat the only widely consumed, I mean, that's not reality for most of us. How is one evil less evil than the other based on the crimes and the victims and the severity of the consequences of the action? I was a Baptist fundamentalist Christian, a Lamb of God, cultist, Catholics, and so forth. I can't stand Christianity. To me, trash, non-redeeming value, fake, phony, garbage. I meant, yeah. So if you're a Christian and you follow Christian values, do you eat animals? Are those Christian values to abuse animals and to send them to the slaughter? No, I would say no. And if it is Christian values, I have nothing to do with Christianity. If you can't become vegan, you can't be at least vegetarian or cruel-free or just your benefit. Yep. So vegetarians still abuse animals. We don't support vegetarians. Can we not consume spirit and eating animals? I don't know. Can we not consume spirits from eating animals? I mean, you're consuming pain and they're whatever. What is my religion? I don't have a religion. Religion use it for viable Christianity. Excuse me. Why lions eat meat? Don't they have religion? So lions have no choice in the matter. They have no choice whether they eat meat or not. They are 100% following their instincts and they can't help it. But human beings, we have the ability to choose. We have the ability to be conscious. And some of us, at least, more than others. So we have responsibility to do the excuse me, we have a responsibility to do the moral thing. Shiva, you have many feelings for animals. Yes, I don't want animals to get killed for no reason. Then why take on the identity of a religion? I take on the identity of a spiritual seeker and a renunciant. That's the kind of identity that at least I want to have, be a part of. I am vegan and serve animals in barn. Okay. My farm animal population would collapse in the very the human farm. Yeah, we breed billions, billions of animals into existence. We breed them into existence just because we want to eat them. That is insane. And if I took up my phone and showed you some of the horrific videos of animal abuse happening in literally every single slaughterhouse, you would have a different opinion about that. So stop hiding from the truth. Accept the reality of how brutal it is to eat animals. It's a brutal, coarse existence. Don't do it. Stop lying to yourself. You can lie to me. You can lie to Jesus. You can lie to God. You can lie to Buddha, but do not lie to yourself. Advaiton, thank you for subscribing, and Charizard, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. If someone curses you, will I get angry? It'll be my choice if I do or not. The world is a brutal place and always has been. No, that's not true. Human nature is brutal, has brutality in it, but you can be conscious. You can be like Jesus. You see? Isn't, if you're a Jesus Christian, whatever, isn't your desire to become like Jesus as well? And for you to seek things that are higher? Well, if it is, then don't be brutal. Don't be brutal to human beings and don't be brutal to animals. How long have you been doing this for? Do you find being on camera fulfilling? You skipping. So I've been live streaming for approximately half a year or so, and I do find this fulfilling. Fulfilling is not the right word. I find this is something that's needed to be done. I need to do this. And not for your sake and for mine. So it's the most valuable use of my time. And yeah, so that's hopefully answers your question. Do you feel happier when than before spiritual journey? No, I feel much happier now, having practiced spirituality for so long and getting all the benefits that I have from spiritual practice. What are your thoughts on people who F chickens? I mean, that's animal abuse. And we are only 2 super chats away from having confetti rain down because we reach our goal. So if you have anything to say and if you want to stand out with a super chat, that option is available. Pancake93, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Why do you dress like Hindu if you believe in Jesus? Why do you make so many things up? Why do you have so many conclusions? How do you know I believe in Jesus? And why do you think this is dress up like a Hindu? I'm dressed like myself. What are the benefits of you experiencing from spirituality? A cleaner mind, releasing in tension and suffering, letting go of suffering. That's the benefits that I've received from spirituality. Why do some religions have goats? Because that's just something that happens, okay? We don't support that. Can the saving animals thing be virtue signaling? If it's virtue signaling or not, it doesn't matter. You need to do the right thing. You need to do the right thing and not do the immoral thing, all right? If you were getting abused on the street, I would run out of my way to save you. But is that virtue signaling? It may be virtue signaling. But underneath it all is you got to do the right thing. You have to be responsible for your choices. Don't do cruel things to others. Is that a revolutionary thought? Don't be cruel. Don't be cruel to others. No, it's not. Do it. You know it's right. You have taken a false identity. You have lost your identity. There is no identity that I've had in the beginning, in the first place. There is no identity. I choose my identity. You see, I create myself every day. I can choose to be something entirely different tomorrow, and that'll be my choice. See how it works? So I'm responsible for my life. What does happiness mean to you, and how do you view it? I view happiness as something that is your responsibility. You got to strive to make yourself happier. Do the right things. Do the things that you need to do. If God created this world, why created such animals in the first place? Who created? You poisoned your question with an assumption. How do you know God created this world? Why do you assume that? There are animals, there are humans. Why do you assume that you need to abuse them? We don't need to abuse animals. You see, I'm not abusing animals at all, ever, anymore. Thank God. Animals are in the world to make the world more beautiful, and they are not your benefit to kill and eat for your profit. Amen. Okay, amen. This is the second time I'm gonna pin your comment. This is a wise man right here. R Liberty. So that's fantastic. Fantastic. Couldn't have said it better myself. Islam is very close to Hinduism, brother. Allah is best of creators, meaning, Allah, okay? Allah, sure, bro. Sure. We're going to go through Allah, all right? Read your Bible for understanding. I don't read the Bible, okay? I don't read old books. I pay attention to what's happening right now. Right now.
At Shags VB donated $5 Australian. Hi Dad, I missed you yesterday, person in lotus position emoji.
Thank you, Shags BB, for your $5 super chat. And for the viewers out there, this is not my adopted son. He's just a friend of mine. And yes, yesterday was a day off. It was a break. I had to take a day off. The energy was calling for me not to live stream. So I listened to my intuition. So thank you. Thank you again for your support. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you so much. And we're one away. We're 9 out of 10 super chats. 9 out of 10. You're genuinely awesome. Hats off to you. I hope you have a very long life. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You as well. You as well. We need kind, spiritual, conscious people on this planet. That's very important. What is a yogi? A yogi is someone who seeks union with the creation, with the cosmos, or somebody that has gotten it. Humans will go extinct if you all choose to be vegans. No, I didn't go extinct, and I'm vegan. See, I've been vegan for many years, so somehow I'm still working. Somehow I'm still happy and vibrant. Maybe your conclusions are wrong. Does happiness mean having a lot of money or being satisfied with what you already have? It's being satisfied with what you already have, yes. Being satisfied with what you already have. Have you ever said the N-word? Of course. Who hasn't? Bro, you're fake. You don't know Hinduism. Trying to make Hinduism. Islam is the great convert. Okay. Does happiness mean having a lot of money or being satisfied with what you have? It's about what you have. Is your mom vegan? No, she unfortunately eats animals and abuses animals, which shame on her. And I tell her that every day. She eats fish, which is not the greatest thing. Allah is God. Okay. Does love last forever? You can make your love last forever. If you have love in your heart and you share it with the world, you can make it last forever. Yep. You need to put that costume in the wash. Okay. I don't see it as dirty. I'm calling to conflate your religion with Gnostics, but it's similar, yeah. Salman, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. All right, we're gonna unpin that comment, a very fantastic spiritual comment by our wise subscriber. Okay, is that real wood stove behind you? No, it's not. It's just electric. Do you eat onions? No, I don't. Onion is a negative pranic food. It will take away your life energy if you eat it. And it's a medicine. Onion and garlic are medicinal foods. It's not something to put into your food every day. It's a complete misunderstanding of life. So if you do, you'll pay the consequences. So I don't eat onions very rarely. Maybe I'll have like a little slice of, a few slices of onions in my salad, but that's like once a month. Do you keep rastros? Katie, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Can we see real wood? There's real wood right here. Unless you're growing fruit rhinos dying in the rabbits and granules. No, people have a misunderstanding. They don't understand that 70% of all plant food that's grown on Earth is actually going to feed the animals. So it's like waste of life, so much waste of life. It's so ignorant. It's such ignorance growing animals for our consumption for their flesh. It's the most ignorant thing that we're doing, and we're gonna pay very heavy consequences for enslaving animals. We're paying the consequences now. Morally, we're going to pay for it physically, karmically, spiritually, in every single way. And if you're eating animals, you are going to pay the consequences. So stop now. Stop today. I love meat. Yeah, I ate meat in the past and I like the taste of meat. I'm not against the pleasure of tasting foods, but I am against immoral actions. So that's a difference. I'm not against taste, by the way. I'm not against taste. You should eat very, very, very delicious foods. Okay? I hope you eat more delicious foods every day, but not animals. Shiva, you ever say the N word? Yes, sure. Have you ever studied the Quran? Do you believe in oneness of God? Um, no, I didn't. In Sanatana Dharma, every animal are our gods. We worship them. Excellent. So don't eat animals. So I have a question. You're vegan. You believe in non-hurting other animals. You've seen them and they grow vegan food. They have to go into the ecosystem and kill every single. Okay, so how do you think, like lonely, you eat animals, right?
At Shags VB donated $2 Australian. Goose Frabber, folded hands emoji.
Goose Frabam. Thank you so much for your super chat. So the person that left the comment, okay, you probably eat meat, right? You probably eat meat. Which is to say, it's actually not meat. We're going to change this entirely. You eat animals. What do the animals eat? They eat corn, they eat soybeans, and they eat wheat. Okay, these are the three crops that are grown to feed animals. So 70% of every single plant food that's grown on this planet is just going towards us feeding the animals that we then eat. It's a complete backward system. It's so ignorant. It's so much pain and suffering. And we're paying the consequences. Do you think there are consequences for actions? Of course they are. So don't do the immoral thing. Do the responsible thing for God's sakes. Take responsibility for your life. You're responsible for living well on this planet and for treating everything around you with respect, including the animals, including life. All right, question, which caste do I belong to? I don't belong to any caste. Do you keep, okay. Do I keep fasts? Do I fast? I do intermittent fasting, or right now I'm only eating watermelons, relatively speaking. Animals eat animals, yes, but we're human beings. So we have moral virtue, we have moral consideration. All the animal S makes the crops grow, meat is life. Do you love Slim Jims? Plants are alive, plants are not alive in the same way. how come you're a follower of Hinduism and if you don't belong to any caste? Because I'm not caste. The caste system needs to be thrown into the trash. The caste system needs to be abolished. Okay, there I said it. You think Yogi teach us more about Hinduism? Okay, respect nature. I follow a wise yogi. His name is Sadhguru. Okay, I recommend you go and subscribe to his YouTube channel. I'm eating watermelon. Okay, we have a lot of comments here. If you want to stand out, please send a super chat. I can't read them all. Eat animals isn't considered wrong under the Shakti's view. It doesn't matter what they consider or they consider wrong. They are wrong. Okay, they are wrong if they consider it wrong. And not wrong. It's wrong to kill animals and eat them for pleasure. You're eating it for pleasure. You understand? If you were surviving, which you'd probably have never had to survive. You and I have never had to survive. So, what is your excuse? I just like the pleasure of their dead bodies and them suffering miserably every single day of their lives before they get killed. That's very evil. All right, do you think the mature does care if you choose to be vegan? Yes, nature does care. Nature does care. The more of this broke is 40% India, is considering other animals' flesh considered a sin? Sure. They taste good for a reason. I'm sure human flesh tastes good for a reason. You can't make that excuse. You can't make that example. How do you know? I see every part of an elk and I use the hide too. That is like sick, okay? So if a serial killer killed somebody and used every part of their body for like some useful value, would you think that's good? No, just because you have use for a being doesn't mean that you have the right to exploit them, okay? We have a use for slaves. Oh, they have lots of value for me. They do slave work for me. No, you're exploiting sentient beings. You are exploiting sentient beings. We need to be responsible. You understand? We need to be responsible. Do work towards concrete the 8 great bonds of newses. Don't know what that means. Walter, thank you for subscribing. I don't fast in the Ekadashi. No, I fast when my body tells me to fast. You don't buy store bought meat. I don't eat any animals. I don't eat animals. I don't buy animals' body parts. Shiva, please be very okay. You no reason to believe in plants cannot feel suffering. No, plants can. Okay, I cannot believe the intelligence of people thinking that plants are the same as animals. Plants are not the same as animals. Plants are not the same as animals. Do you have to go back to elementary school? Say with me again. Plants are not the same as animals. Please, for the love of God, get this. Plants are alive, that's correct, but plants are not sentient. That's the difference. Plants are alive, 100%. Plants are alive. True. Facts, facts, facts. Okay, so we are not here talking about the virtues of animal abuse. I see the comments are getting a little bit confused. We're not here promoting animal abuse, and we are not here talking about the virtues and the pleasures of animal abuse, okay? If you find pleasure in abusing animals, you are in the wrong place, and I don't encourage you to do that at all, and you should turn yourself into the police. So, we do not support animal abuse. We're not in favor for animal abuse. Animal abuse is bad, okay? So, animal abuse is bad. We don't support other sentient beings losing their lives because we like the taste of their dead bodies. Okay? This is what you eat. You eat this. 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 This is what you're made out of. You are made out of this. You are made out of the suffering of the animals. Not me, baby. Not me for a long time. Thank God. Pray to the universe. Pray to God I'm never eating another animal again. Oh, you eat this. You pay for this. You cause this to happen. You make this happen with your dollars. Not me. You are made out of this. You are responsible for this. This is why this is happening. You are the reason why this is happening. You are the reason why this is happening. You need to take some responsibility for your life. You are the reason why. You pay for this. Take responsibility. And if it makes you feel guilty, that's very good. You see, you make this happen. You eat this. You are made out of this. All right. So good, good, good. People have a misunderstanding when I show them these videos. And in the chat, they're saying, like, oh, I love meat, yummy, steak, because they have a fear of dying. The people that are here, they have a fear of dying. And they think subconsciously that if they stop eating meat, they will die. So it's like me saying, come on, man, aren't you like against your survival? Don't you want to die and like go vegan? They think it's like that. So if they're never gonna give up their precious meat because it's like their life. It's that's the only way they survive. That's what they think. But I'm here to tell you that you can survive eating plants. Did you know cows survive eating plants? The cows that you eat? Pigs survive eating plants, the ones that you eat. Chickens survive eating plants, the ones that you eat. Lots of animals on this planet survive only eating plants. So you are not going to die. And now you have no excuse. All right, let's continue. All right, this live stream is not about us talking about the virtues of animal abuse, okay? If you think animal abuse is virtuous and you want to still profit off of it, I wish you the best of luck and I hope karma catches up to you quickly. But this is not the live stream where you talk about the virtues of the animal abuse and showing me scientific research of animal abuse. I am not in support of animal abuse. I wish animal abuse ended today. Okay, which is to say that all animal abuse ended and no animal had to be killed for pleasure. That's what I wish. So we have a lot of flow in the chat. If you want to have your statement be acknowledged, send a super chat. That's really the only way right now, okay? Otherwise, the flow of the chat is too much. I'll continue reading your questions. All right, let's see. I wish you were an animal. I am an animal. I'm a human being, and human beings are animals. Let's see. Why are you comparing yourself with pigs? I mean, we are like pigs. A pig is called, or a human is called a long pig in some cultures because we're very similar. So we have similarity between all the animals. We evolved out of animals. So we share the earth with the animal kingdom. Animals are like brothers and sisters to us. So I'm sorry if you're sending messages and paragraphs. I won't be able to read your comments. Please send a super chat if you want to stand out. Or make a simple question or a simple comment and I'll read it. Let's see, you paid to become a yogi. Okay, I'm sorry. Missed it. You listen to videos of Brahmananda. Okay. Karma doesn't work when you abuse it. That's true. Caste system is not bad. Casteism is bad. Caste system is very bad. If you think you can stay healthy without killing animals, then take any animal's life for the sake of... Not sure what that means either. That's not true. God didn't say anything about that at all. The God doesn't exist in the way that you think. All right, the plastic in your items are made from oil, which comes from dead animals. Actually, that's true. But we didn't cause those animals to die. That's the difference. So that's not immoral. They already dead. They died natural causes. But we kill animals with our own hands, which is, not the best thing. I respect Shiva. He reads all the comments. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so if I come across a dead animal, can I eat it? Yes, you can. There's no ethical concern because it's a corpse. You're eating corpses right now, except the corpses had to be killed for you. But if you find a natural corpse that died naturally, then okay. No, there's no ethical concern. How do you feel about lab-grown meat as a concept? I think it's the way forward. I think it needs to happen quickly, and that transition needs to happen very fast. So do people who eat vegan? Yeah, if you go on a vegan diet right now, you're going to become more spiritual. Just fun. It's just guaranteed. It's basically guaranteed because meat and animal corpses take so much of a toll on your system. Take a big toll. And if you give it up, you are going to be much purer, much cleaner. It's very important. Plants are able to communicate by like chemical reactions. They don't have sentience, so they're not alive like us. Veganism on a cult? Nope, actually that's not true. Yep, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Um, let's see. Gnostics. What about Venetian? I don't know what that means. Why 63% animals are carnivores? Is that true? I'm not sure, but if that's true, kudos to them. A lot of animals are also vegetarian or plant-based. Would you ever harm Shiva? I don't think I could, and I don't see a reason why I would. So, what vegan diet gives protein? Does vegan include cow milk? No, vegan doesn't include cow milk. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. You eat a variety of plant foods, and you're gonna get enough protein. Please stop spamming, or I will have to ban you. Okay? I know you're insecure about your religion. Okay, we are gonna have to ban you. All right. Is vegan eating? No, it's not. When your mom and the finger, Jesus. What do you think brain activity is? Just brain activity. I don't know. I'm not smoking anything, so that's the thing. I think everyone means well, even Dr. Rob. That's true. Pigs eat anything, including humans. You're dumb as s. Yeah, pigs eat anything. Pigs eat shit, and Tony eats pigs. All right. So who's the one that's dumb? Huh? Not me. I'm conscious with what I eat. Okay, I just don't eat animals' corpses. It's disgusting. Did Jesus Christ have mercy on us sinners? Sure, but Jesus Christ is dead. So I've seen people eat worse. Why do I smoke? There is no smoke here. I'm not smoking anything. Bilal, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, the best thing to eat is women. That's what I recommend. Go eat some women out there, but not in the physical way. Do you agree people have little control over food? No, I don't agree with that. You have entire control over food. You can choose consciously what you need to eat, what you want to eat. You can choose. That's the beauty of being human. You get to choose consciously what you can and can't eat. Jesus isn't dead. Yes, he is. He died 2,000 years ago. If you want to stand out with the super chat, you can. Yep, it teaches compassion. So Africa, who are starving cautiously, refers to the same. No, so actually you are very privileged if you can grow animals and eat them. So the vegan diet, the plant-based diet is the easiest, cheapest diet in the world. It's the cheapest diet in the world. Think about it. Anyone in the world knows how poor you are. And if you're really poor, you're only eating plant foods. Let's just be honest. Because eating meat is expensive. So sorry, it takes a lot of
At Shads VB donated $2 Australian. The only smoke show here is Shiva himself, romantic face emoji.
Thank you so much for your super chat. As you can see, we do receive super chats here. If you want to stand out with a nice message, a kind message, you can. And please make sure to never buy super chats from the iPhone YouTube app. Okay, so switch to an Android or a computer, but never from the iPhone. All right, I think time, let's see, what else do we have here? I cannot read long paragraphs. The flow of chat is too much. So if you want to send that message, you can do that as a super chat. I don't think people have issues with food. I think they have issues with self-control. That's correct. Yes. People can't control. And the convenience of eating animals is so massive. So we need to become more conscious and more aware of what we're eating and not eat animals. Okay? It's very irresponsible. Is unfertilized egg vegan? No, it is not vegan. Eggs are not for you to eat. They're unborn chickens. They're the menstrual cycle of a chicken. It's the period of a chicken, and you eat that. What the hell? How much have you had to lie? Why should you never buy super chats from the iPhone or memberships from the iPhone YouTube app? because the iPhone YouTube app takes 50% of the donation away from the creator. So the iPhone is a very greedy corporation. If you buy anything from the iPhone, lots of fees are paid. So make sure you get an Android or laptop, or if only you have as an iPhone, open up a Safari window and open YouTube there, but never from the app, from the YouTube app on the iPhone, never. So talking about veganism, yeah, eggs, and how much have you had to been lied to be able to eat all these meats? Like, do you understand the amount of commercial forces that are still convincing you to eat corpses and animals? Every single day I see a commercial of like Domino's and Burger King and this. Eat your cow today. Eat some bacon bits. Eat some pig's parts. Eat some chicken corpses, like chicken body parts. Eat it today. It's like really good. Look at all this. We put a bunch of sauces on it and we cooked it a lot and it's like very crispy. We made it very crispy with bread. Take it today. Eat animals today. Only $9.95. Oh, I wonder why I have such a desire to eat animals. Come on, guys. You're not thinking. Become more conscious. Become more responsible. We have a responsibility on this planet. You can't just go around and make a shit out of it. You can't just make a shit show out of it. Okay? Be responsible. Be responsible with your choices. Be responsible with your actions. Your actions have a consequence. All right? There's a consequence if you litter. There's a consequence if you kill animals for your pleasure. Like, animals don't want to die. Please, stop killing animals. Veganism is no animal, even a cheeseburger. Egg is produced by chicken, by excessive. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I like kids. Kids are wonderful beings and they're very joyful. Who doesn't love children? Do you confess Monsanto owns the rights of seed crops? Yeah, that's Monsanto's, one of the most ignorant companies in the world. Eating fish as a transition to veganism. No, there's no transitioning. You just stop abusing animals today. What does that transition to? What about animals that eat other animals? Can I eat those? Is that ethical? So we have to stop it. We have to be more responsible. We have to be more kind and compassionate and nurturing towards the earth. The earth provides for us. We have no right to make a mess out of it. Okay? So please do the right thing. Please do the responsible thing. All right, look. There's a cow that's crying. Look, it's a beast. It's a beast. You eat beasts. It's a beast that's crying. Look, it has emotions. It has a human-like emotions. Oh, look at this. How ignorant do you have to be to eat this? And the answer to that question is yes, you have to be ignorant. How ignorant do you have to be? Imagine the ignorance in your body and your mind to eat this, to eat beasts. You eat beasts. A beast. Look at this. The ignorance. You can feel the ignorance. You can feel the ignorance in the air. It's amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You pay for this. You pay for this. You are the one that's paying for this. Hey, can I pay for this with my dollars? Yes. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You eat this. You are made out of this. Okay, I'm not going to show you the end part, but I'm sure you know what that looks like. So it's brutal. It's brutal. You are brutal. Shame on you. Okay? I hope that life punishes you. Genuinely, I hope that. All right. I got to take a break here. This is hard. This is hard. This is not easy. This is not easy. You see, when 90% of people are doing something wrong and you're on the right side, you're talking against the masses, but you know they're doing the wrong thing. It's not easy. It's like you have to convince yourself that you're not crazy because the overwhelming majority is people are doing it. It's insane. It's insane. So I have to daily when I'm talking about this, I get so passionate because I have to convince myself that I'm not crazy. You see, it's hard work. It makes me really, it makes my mind hurt. All right, Oski Official, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Why hate? Exactly, Dean. Why do you hate the animals? Why do you hate the animals so much to pay for them to go into these experiences and kill them? Why do you hate them? That's what I want to know. Why hate? It's crazy. All right. All right. All right. If you think this live stream deserves a super chat, I'll give you a moment to write it out, say something positive, say something kind. We appreciate the support to our channel. Yeah, I'm here to live stream for your benefit and your well-being. Tan Moy AJ, thank you for subscribing, and make sure you never buy super chats from the iPhone. You watch the effed up parts? Yeah, that's the how you get to animals' flesh and corpse. That's how you make a corpse. It's all effed up. Okay, it's 100% effed up. If you leave an animal, have your full ever no, that's not okay. That's not okay. People, look, we need to develop empathy. We need to have more empathy.
At police state lane donated $2. What's in the pipe? Very cool pipe.
Wisdom is in the pipe. Nothing else except wisdom. So thank you. I appreciate the compliment and I appreciate your super chat. Thank you so much for your super chat. This is how we keep going. And if you have a super chat to write for yourself, I'll give you an opportunity to say that as well. So thank you. So write your super chats. Now is the time to do so. What was I saying? Yeah, we need to develop our empathy. We need to build our empathy. That's what's needed for us to become empathetic. Okay? You need to strengthen your empathy, and me as well.
At Forrester R7W donated 79 pence.
Thank you so much for your super chat. If you want to send a super chat of your own, say something positive and nice, please do so. So the quality that's missing in our lives and human beings' lives is empathy. Okay? Please, we collectively as human beings need to develop and strengthen and enhance our empathy towards each other, towards animals, plants, and every sentient being, every living being. Empathy. Empathy is the name of this live stream.
At Shads VB donated $2. The pipe of knowledge and wisdom sees all. Eyes emoji.
Thank you so much, ShagsVB, for your continued support. Thank you for your super chat. My friend, I appreciate it. Emma, thank you for subscribing. Your eyes are open, brother. Thank you for your work. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Do you hate Korean mush? I don't know what that is. I don't hate anybody. Please turn on the fire. Nope, I won't. Living in Canada where everybody wants to meeting is. What's the solution to the human overpopulation? The solution to overpopulation is for us to become more conscious and consciously reproduce, not biologically or not impulsively. Okay? So we are not endangered. We're not an endangered species. We can decide, okay, we want to have a child. We don't have want a child. We need to consciously take every action of our lives, every situation of our lives consciously. We need to do it consciously. That's the teachings of Sadhguru. What do you think of Moji? Yeah, a wise man. Plants are aware, plants are alive, but plants are not sentient. That's the difference. They are not sentient. What is my faith? My faith is in wisdom. So wherever I can find wisdom from wise men, that's my faith. The solution is to stop population. No, the solution is not to go and kill people to stop the overpopulation. The solution is education and healthcare and security. That's how we become more conscious and reproduce in a sensible way. Why am I smoking nothing? Because. So I think the countries that reproduce the most are countries that the stability is not strong. Like poorer countries, they tend to have a lot of children because they want somebody to take care of them and it's better survival chances. But yeah, so education is needed. And well-being for everybody in the world is needed. All right, let's get some super chats. Let's get some comments with donations. I'll be happy to read. If you want to support my channel, if you wish to support my channel, it's the best way to do so. And your comment will stand out. This is water. This is nothing flavored water. All right, the seeds are not like our human seeds and fruit eggs. Okay, Tristan, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. All right, animals, tiger letter. Yep, tigers are good. Go become a lineman and make 200K a year easy. No, this is not about making money. This is the most appropriate use of my time because I get to do something that has a lot of value for human beings' well-being. So me throwing around a football and making 20 times more money than I am making now is not good enough for me. Okay? It's not about money. This is about human well-being. Plants need water too, 100%. Plants need nutrition. Yes, facts. I want to open my third eye. Can you please help me? If you want to open your third eye, stop eating animals. I know it's cliche, but you are lying to yourself, thinking that you are eating anything good when you eat an animal's corpse. It's a big lie. And the third eye is all about illusions and truth and seeing through illusions and seeing towards the truth. That's a big step you can take. It'll clear up your body in other ways. That's other benefits. But that's a big, 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 powerful step. And guess what? In my life, I knew a few years ago, if I don't give up eating meat and animals, I will not pursue the heights in my perception that I want to. It was a necessary sacrifice. I didn't make it soon enough because, I abused many animals, unfortunately. I wish I was a vegan since birth, but, we do what we can. And I haven't eaten animals in a long time. So thank God for that. Do I like fruit juice? Yes, I make my own homemade orange juice. In fact, the oranges are so depleted in nutrition, you would have to eat something like 12 oranges today to get the same nutrition from one orange back 100 years ago. That's how soil has been depleted. So I'm making a video about it for my members only very soon. Plants communicate, share nutrients and everything. Yes, they do, but not consciously. They're not sentient. They do it through a chemical reaction. So it's like pressing a button. It's a button response. It's not sentience. All right, does anybody want to know how many views we have on this live stream? How many views we've got? Total, the amount of people that have seen us here on this live stream, I'll be curious to know. And the answer is 49,000 views we've had in this live stream. That's fantastic. So thank you very much for watching me. Plants have RNA and not DNA. That's why we support vegan. Okay. Our body is iron, water, clay. Not sure what that means. The soil needs animal flesh to be nutritious and have delicious. No, not just animal flesh. It needs a plant matter. Plant matter and animal waste, not animals' corpses. Okay. Well, I mean that too, but that's unethical to kill animals to refertilize your soil. Animals don't have human souls. Don't listen to this guy. That's a very sad thing for you to say. That's not human-like. You're out of touch with your humanity. Will Earth be healthy again? If yes, how? If it is going to be healthy again, it is going to be healthy by our means, by us doing the right things. So we have to strive to make the world better. We have to do the actions. What are the actions? Well, I'm talking about that. Stop eating animals. Everything is chemical reaction. He's straight up lying. Yes, but I mean, plants are not sentient. Plants don't have a brain. Plants don't have a central nervous system. It's a chemical reaction. We have a brain. We have a central nervous system. I'm conscious of my experience. Animals are plants are not. Animals are not either, actually, as well. Do I own a bathtub? Yes. Computer, no need to fire. How do they sense and how do they bring a chemical reaction? Okay. So we're going to read and see if there's any comments or questions that are worth responding to. Plans have been demonstrated capacity. Okay. What is your conspiracy? What are your thoughts about the moon? Yeah, the moon is great. Love the moon. Why won't you ever read the fact of your wasting electricity? I'm using electricity, not wasting it. All plants have genders, even hermaphrodites. Yes, that's true. Is the bathtub big? Yes, it is big. What do you mean? Elaborate. Elaborate on what? Let's see. Plants and animals. All right. I'm thinking of concluding our live stream here. I've live streamed for quite a while, but maybe we're going to continue on for a few more minutes or for some time because the energy is what we need, and I'm feeling tired. So let me just relax. Maybe I'm gonna eat some crackers to get some energy back in the mix. Please ask your questions. You can send your super chats to have your question be read out loud and stand out. So let me get some energy and we'll continue. You see, vegan, 100% vegan. Um, I do take vitamins, yes. So in the comments right now, people are promoting animal abuse. I do not promote animal abuse. I have a question. I have a question for you. If Jesus came to earth today and he took a knife and slit open a lamb's throat and he said, I support killing lambs for food, would you then do the same thing? Do you think that would be good? Please answer. Okay, Kalev says 100%. Okay, now Jesus, after he did that, he goes to a Labrador, a golden retriever, a dog or a poodle, and he slits open the dog's throat, cuts his head off, and says, I support killing dogs for food. We're going to cook him into a barbecue. Would you then do the same thing? Would you follow in his footsteps? Okay, then Jesus goes to a human being, but not an ordinary human being, like a stupid human being. And he cuts the human being's head off. And he prepares it as a barbecue and says, I support killing stupid people or whatever for food. Would you go ahead and do that and support that? I'm just asking a question. I'm making a statement. I'm asking a question. Okay. So we do not support animal abuse. I do not support animal abuse, all right? And to show you how much I don't support animal abuse, I'll show you how much. I will show you exactly how much I don't support animal abuse. Watch this, watch this. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's loading, it's loading. One second. Come on, load faster. Please. Okay, there we go. All right. So now I have made the chat members only. If you wish to have a more intimate dialogue with me, ask me questions, yeah, get to know me more, please become a member. But only if you are on an Android or a computer. Never buy memberships from the YouTube iPhone app. If you're on the iPhone, open up a computer or open up a desktop or open up a Safari. But iPhone takes more than 50% of that money away from the creator, which is not something that should be even allowed, but for some reason it is. So we turned on members only and we'll have it on until the end of this live stream. I just want to talk very gently now because, again, I don't support animal abuse. I don't encourage animal abuse. And if you pay for steaks or if you pay for chickens or if you pay for cows in the grocery stores, you are supporting animal abuse. So that's the difference. I am against animal abuse. I say no animal abuse. And you say yes animal abuse. Here's my money. Please take my money and abuse more animals. That's the difference. If you're a Jesus follower, that's the kind of consequences you have to face. You have to really take into consideration. That's the truth. So are you someone that supports animal abuse as a Christian? And would a Christian, a true Christian, support animal abuse? Those are the kinds of questions that you should ask. The Revive, thank you so much for subscribing. So we are now at members only. We want to just chill out and have the energy calm down and not read the chat so much. So only for paid members, only for paid members. By the way, my members only videos are something worthwhile to watch. I make weekly members only videos, things that have benefited my life, things that are more intimate that I wouldn't be sharing. At least I wouldn't be making videos for everybody. I don't think it's worth it. So I think that it's worthwhile my time at least to make these videos and to get some financial reciprocation for that. If I were to make it for the general audience, well, there's nothing really, no value that. So I have an incentive to make high quality videos for you. And the next video is going to be about something that has brought me true wealth, which is a pan. I don't want to give too much away, but something in my kitchen has brought me true wealth, and that's the next video. So it is practical things that is going to change your life and transform your life. I'll answer your questions. I'll go into depth about my life and share stories, more intimate things. So it's a much more intimate space where I don't feel like I'm judged by everybody, and also it's a place that it's more intimate. So this is what this members only community is about. I want to shout out some members. If you think that, who are these members? What am I talking about? Well, we have some members here and I want to show you. Please stay for a few more seconds. And there we go, members. So we have a list of members here, and we should read out the members. If your name is here, then thank you so much. I love you. Okay. We have Truth Seeker, House of Mirror Tarot, Val, Adel Wolf, Shiva, Soyman, DT, I Am Dog 2, Charlie, Hickory Moose, Max and Light, Maria, Tony, Mackay, Krishna, Shelly, and Deva Moon. So thank you for being here. I make videos for you. And you also get a fantastic badge right next to your name if you choose to become a member. How much is it? Is it $1 million? No, it's not that expensive. It's only $10, 10 American dollars. And it's a way for you to support my channel, or you support my channel with that as well. So we'll wait to see if anybody is willing to become a member and if they have any questions that is relating to that. All the while, I will calm down, I will relax, because doing these live streams requires a lot of energy. And specifically when it comes to talking about animals, because the amount of animal abuse happening in the world is so massive, and everybody's doing it. So it literally makes me feel like I'm crazy. You see? Imagine you were put back 200 years ago and you were against slavery, but you were like one in a minority. Everyone was owning slaves, and you're saying, no, it's bad, it's wrong, and everybody's laughing at you. That is very sad. So that's exactly the state of life we are. Of course, animal abuse and slavery can't be really, uh, it's like not a great example, but it's something to make you understand. All right, we have a first comment from our members only channel, a members only member. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, House of Mirror Tarot. She says, I feel like a Christian would, because they lack intelligence, hence the wide religion, pointing out to the hyper.
Thank you, Atiglan 314, for becoming a member. I love you.
Thank you so much, Igloo. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for choosing to become part of our members only community. I appreciate you. And I do love you. Yeah, so the idea of Christianity is one of the most misunderstood religions in the world. The Christianity misunderstands the teachings of Jesus so badly. It's incredible. And the only reason why Christianity is so popular is because human beings desire knowledge and wisdom and clarity and transcendence. And the only thing they have is like some old books that were written by somebody that even remembered what Jesus was. So they think that Jesus is something and Jesus is another thing and this and that and the other thing. No, if you want to become like Jesus, you have to seek those internal qualities. And uh, in all ways, don't just cherry pick. Oh, I'm Christian, but I abuse animals. It doesn't work like that, okay? So we need to become more conscious as human beings overall. So thank you for that comment. All right, Igloo says Rob is in the barn. Rob is the barn. Moo, yeah. So again, I need to calm down. I need to relax. The energy of this massive live stream we just did for over 2 hours is now coming to um, it's needing to wind down. My own energy needs to wind down. And what can I say? My spiritual practices help me with that, and spiritual practice is needed. I'm doing daily meditative techniques to become more competent on these live streams and to provide more energy. And well, that's my intention at least on this live stream, is to make you feel something. So let's see what else, something real that I can talk about, because I'm running out of things to say. I have a little temple in my room. In fact, there are many things in my room that are very highly energetic. And this is what gives my live stream this quality. So hopefully you can feel it. Hopefully you can perceive it. I'm not just a man talking in a room. Well, of course, I am that also. But there's something much more deeper going on. There's a lot of prana going on. That's the actual word, prana. And with prana comes a lot of responsibility. Okay, to make a little joke here. And yep, energy is strong. So my goal is to not only have my own energy in my body strong, but to create positive energy in my room, to consecrate my room, and to share this energy with the people. This is very, very important. This is what will help human beings to transform lives. People need energy. Energy is what is very much needed. So what else can I share? I'll share one or two more things before we end this live stream. Thank you very much for your support, by the way. I'm only doing this because I can get support from you. Thankfully, my channel is monetized, so that's great news. I don't have any other job but this, so I'm learning ways to become more valuable so that I can receive more support. It's always a give and a take. I don't want to take more than I give. That would be irresponsible and unequal and unreasonable. And of course, I don't want to give more than I take either. Although that's probably the only way to go forward, is to give massive amounts of value and maybe 80-20. So you give 80% of value and you get 20% back. That maybe is how it's supposed to go. So alongside these vertical live streams, I will also be doing horizontal live streams. That's probably what I'm going to jump into next, right after this. And I will be watching videos that I've saved that I think is worthwhile for me to comment on, and it's something for you to experience with it yourself. So, with that being said, there are no other members joining. We don't have any other super chats. We are going to conclude this live stream. If you ever want to speak with me, if you want to get guidance from me one on one, if you want some kind of in person help, I can absolutely talk to you free of charge. Or that is to say, we do it on a donation basis. So, whatever value you feel like you will get from me, you can donate in exchange for that. Even if you have no money, I'm still willing to talk to you as long as you're earnestly seeking. You're not just interested in some, I don't know, fancy conversation. If you're a spiritual seeker, I'll definitely happily talk to you. Or if you need guidance or help in your life, we can do that all on a donation basis. So, thank you very much for watching.